Hey, everybody.
Hi, everyone. And I just have to apologize right up front. Debbie Love and Life, congratulations, guys. She just retired today and she's moving here like in what, a month?
About a month. Yeah.
September 1st. Yeah, a month. That's crazy.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations to Debbie Love and Life. Hey, everybody. Who's here? Cornbread, Brock, thank you for modding. I don't know if my other mods are here, but thank you if they are. I appreciate it. Hey, Tennessee girl, K-Space, Just Joan, Jennifer Minton. Hey, babe. Hey, Whidbey Island hippie girl, Diamond Lady. Moving to Salinas would be my plan too, but now it will depend on, with your health. Absolutely. Well, you've got time. You've got time to figure it out, just like we all do, hopefully. Hey, Donna Cooper. Hey, Danique. Meredith Lynn. Hey, Liz Tricks. Jamie Palmer. Renee B. Kat. Hey, Abigail. Just As I Am. Debbie Zito. P. Taylor. Chicago Jane. Hey, Gemini Girl. Hey, Laura Lou. Yeah, guys, I feel really awkward about last night.
What? That's crazy.
That was crazy. Hey, Jan. I don't think... Hey, Loretta Hauser. Hi, Roberta. Iwa, Margie Barr. Hey, Erica. Hey, Kim is Blue. I've missed you guys. Hey, Patty, Mineola Girl, Barbara Waite. So last night, guys, and I thank the Lord most of you didn't see it, but hey, Buffy. I am checking into my local AA chapter when I get home. Hey, Cindy G. I got wasted. Hey, Alicia Johnson.
And you're willing to admit that. You've come a long way.
It was so bad. Hey, Cindy G. It was so bad.
You don't know the half of it, Patty. The really good videos you guys haven't seen.
Tommy videoed some of it. And it's so funny that I'm thinking about putting it up on my channel. It is so bad. I had no idea that I got that wasted. I slept till noon today, Laura Lou. Hey, Linz. I slept till noon.
And woke up really thirsty.
Yeah, I woke up really thirsty and hungry. It was a giant margarita thing, Kim is Blue, and we drank out of it. And I came on the lifeboat last night, hammered. Like, it was bad.
The truth comes out.
It was alcohol, just Joan. And
it was Patron, in case you're curious.
I've never been drunk before, and it was terrible.
In her defense, it was one margarita, but it was about this big. Like they have a thing on the menu called a margarita for two. And I said, do you want some margarita? Because I can order this. And she said, sure. Yeah, she was drunk, Abigail, to be sure.
Yeah, it was.
Jamie Palmer says, I couldn't tell you were wasted.
It was crazy, Sigrid. And it got worse when we ended your show.
It did, actually.
It got way worse. Like I don't drink. Yeah, but apparently I'm a raging alcoholic now.
You asked Tommy about 4 or 5 times to tell him.
Hey, yeah, no, I woke up today and I felt like I was on a different planet. It was pretty crazy. Like 5 ads on here because I don't have premium on this account. Well, that's weird.
Especially
hey,
since
Amy.
We didn't get it monetized.
No, I did.
Oh,
I monetized it before, but that doesn't. Good. I don't think that means putting ads.
Oh, in. Debbie Zito, she was such a fun drunk. If my phone was near me, I was looking for it a second ago. I would play you the first 5 seconds of one of my videos.
I have it. You sent it to me.
Just play the first 5 seconds of this. Keeping in mind, she had no idea.
The one that you sent me?
Yes. She had no idea that I was, you don't usually drink. Correct, Renee B. Oh, no, she's not a mean drunk.
Do you want me to show it or just have them listen?
Linz, we've never blocked you. No, see, Margie Barr, I'm allowed 1 margarita a month.
Do you want me to show them or just listen?
No, just play it. Just play the first 5 seconds.
It'll be all right.
That goes on for about 2 hours and 48 seconds. Yeah, you're perfect. I'm not sure I'm wearing anything.
Kind of what?
I'm not sure I'm wearing anything in that video. Everyone in this bed and breakfast. Yeah. Lens, when this is over, we'll make sure that you're not blocked. I don't know how that would have happened. This literally didn't stop for probably an hour or two after we were done. Amy Knight, it was incredible. It really was. All right.
Yes, you got this.
Oh God, it was so bad. Hey FAFO, it was so. I'm never doing that again. But I said that at least 100 times after your stream. I'm never doing this again. I said I am out of control.
The best part of that entire video, and you'd have to laugh. We'd have to get through about 2 minutes of it. But she finally looked over at me and went, "I'm wasted." I said, "Yes, you are."
I couldn't even control my eyeballs. I couldn't open them. Last night or the extreme gummy escapade? Last night I was.
Yeah, the gummy escapade, at least last night she could get up and go to the bathroom on her own and things of that nature. I mean, I did walk her.
You had to help me.
I did walk her to the bathroom, but that was more out of fear that she might pull a header. But
oh my God. I just can't believe it. I can't believe that has that kind of an effect on me.
And I'll be honest, I knew we were in trouble because at one point I looked over and she had the straw and she was like this. I was like, okay. Go ahead.
I didn't know that it could have that kind of an effect.
Debbie says one more time. Yeah, next year's birthday, Debbie, we'll get those ridiculous. I don't know how they possibly sell them. I really don't. You could definitely not sell that in the United States of America. There's no way you could put that much booze in a drink for two and have it be sold.
Hey, Britt P.
To give you an idea of just how big this is, I'm not kidding you. There were probably 9 or 10 slices of lime that went around the outside of the rim of this. It was big.
You could have been mean, sobbing or stumbling and mumbling. No,
I just
couldn't stop laughing. I just couldn't stop.
It was tequila and triple sec. So, it's whatever Patron is, the proof on Patron. It was enough. It got the job done. She really was funny. It does hit you quicker. I explained that to her cornbread, and I was trying to explain to her why. I'm like, you don't get oxygen in at the same time. You definitely get drunker through a straw. And she's like, I'm not feeling any of it. If I had to guess, Patty, I'd say they put about a half a fifth of Patron in it. I mean, it was, I can't begin to tell you how big it was. Margie Barr, I worried about her losing her lunch because we also ate a big dinner.
I did not vomit, but I was tired the entire day today.
Yeah. Yeah. Today was a bit of a write-off.
Yeah. I felt tired. I felt tired all day. But I was wasted on the lifeboat, and I apologized to anyone who saw it. And I asked Tommy if he should take it down.
Oh, there's no chance. There's no chance. I'm never taking that down.
Well, and you know what's crazy is I remember saying over and over after your show, I was like, let's go live. I was like,
about 100 times. She's like, we could go live right now on Cults and Crims. I said,
no, on my channel. I wanted to go live on my channel. I'm so glad that you stopped me from doing that.
I had to tackle her.
Oh, it was so bad. It was just so, I've never been drunk before. I have never been drunk. That was my first time being like out of control. And I kept saying that. I was like, I'm out of control. Like I'm not in control of myself.
Oh, Britt, it was a heavy pour.
That's on the video that you filmed here after the show. I said, I'm wasted.
I'm wasted.
I have no control over myself. That's crazy. I've never done that before. And no disrespect or to be insensitive to anyone. I don't know how anybody is addicted to that.
Yeah, she said that about 10 times today. How does anybody do that every day? I said, well,
Brock.
Yeah, I was dying. You know how hard it was? I said, because right before we went live, I said to her, you had a lot to drink. Are you sure I can do this? And she went, absolutely. And she was doing so well. And I went, I'm telling you, you're on the lifeboat. And she just started to laugh. And I went, you got to be shitting me. Like this is how.
Hey, Olga.
To kill you some. That's right. It'll kill you. It should have an I in front of that word.
It was.
Hello, Sassy Cinderella.
I can't imagine doing that again.
When they brought it over, I was like, this is a lot of booze.
But I can't imagine doing that again. I really can't. I didn't have much of a headache, P. Taylor, but I woke up dizzy.
And like thirsty. She went through, I can't tell you how many bottles of water this morning.
Yeah, I felt very out of sorts, but I wasn't like in pain or anything, but I just, I can't, hey, Dotsy Lynn, I really can't imagine being addicted to that.
Debbie, she did laugh it all off.
Being addicted to that feeling. I can't remember how many times I was like, babe, I can't do this ever again. I really, really like being in control.
At first, I thought maybe Brian Colbert was
Sassy.
just really funny to Reese. You know what's great? What's great is I've already had people reach out and say, I'm concerned, does she have a drinking problem? I'm like, it's the first time she drank.
Yeah, I've never been drunk before.
And before anybody else, because they're all going to do it, you know how the haters are. We don't drive. Everything here is in a cab, you know, and we were.
It's not like I was around my child. Yeah, I mean, it was in the best possible scenario. It's not like we got into a car, but I'll never do that again. I can't imagine doing that. I can't imagine wanting to do that. How do you function in society? How do you do anything?
That was never my drug, so.
Holy Lord, that was wild.
That really was wild.
It was wild.
It's all shits and giggles until someone giggles and shits. That was a great comment. I think Brock Bandy said that last night.
And he did have me eat cornbread again last night.
And to give you an idea of how big this was, you couldn't have the food and the drink on the table at the same time, which was one of the reasons that we sort of like pounded through it, because there literally was no room to put a drink on the table. Food on the table with the size of the drink.
But you had me eat last night. You had me eat a snack.
Oh, I forced her to eat last night after we got off line. I still had pizza here. I was like, you need to eat a slice of pizza. She's like, I'm not hungry. I'm like, I don't care.
Hey, Nicole Bell.
Yeah, Amy Knight. Yeah, for real. But they park in our business. It's fascinating how many people's lives sort of revolve around what it is that Reese and I do. I'm somewhat touched by it.
Yeah, like didn't someone say that like I was laughing at the victims on a true crime channel?
Yes.
Was it Jean Marino?
It was.
Oh, Jean Marino. She's such a fucking loser. I can't stand that person. Hey, Primitive Lifeways. Hey, Florida Court Reporter. The people who said like Reese is an alcoholic or she's scamming Ecuador. Jean Marino. Jean Marino is a true stalker. She watches everything I do. She comments on everything I do. And I just think, why the hell are you watching if you're so disturbed by me? Hey, Cindy Cat Lover.
Well, Britt, the cab ride here was $1.
But didn't she say
she has a drinking problem?
She said I have a drinking problem. No, and I'll never have a drinking problem. Guys, I just really like to be in control and go. I haven't gone back to look at it.
I think you guys missed it too, though. I said last night, I screwed up while trying to say you have a better, it's like a snowball in hell chance. But I said a snow hell in balls chance. And that was
killed me.
Nobody got it but Reese, and Reese lost it. And that was what got her for the rest of the night.
And all night he kept saying it.
I would just repeat it every time she stopped laughing. I would just repeat it and she would laugh for another 15 minutes.
How does she have a drinking problem? Yeah, Buffy, I don't have a drinking. I will never have a drinking problem. I like being in control. And when I did do drugs, I smoked meth because meth made me just feel really speedy, but I still had my wherewithal. Yeah. And so I can't imagine myself being an alcoholic or doing like pot or like some kind of a drug where I feel all because I like to be in control.
We tried pot. That's not a.
That wasn't good for me. I tried a gummy a couple years ago. I love that
the gummy was worse. It was. We don't have it on film, but the gummy was way worse.
Yeah.
I mean, you wanted me to shut blinds that didn't exist.
Close
the drapes.
Yeah.
Like there are no drapes in this room.
Although I said to you last night, I remember right when it started getting loopy on me, I was like, why do you look like Grant Cardone? Yeah.
Let me see my hat. Let's see if everybody sees this.
Tommy made a face and he was wearing this hat. And I was like, you look like Grant Cardone.
Yeah.
And that's when I remember it all went downhill after that.
I was like, I look like who?
I was like,
I took my hat off. I'm like, I'm not wearing that ever again.
But the same thing happened when I ate that gummy. I was like, why do you sound like Mark Wahlberg from the movie Fear? Reese, I love that you were safe and protected at a good time. Tommy, you're definitely a great guy. He's a wonderful guy. And Tommy is your man if you are out of control because he is a good sobriety coach. I think I said that on one of the videos you filmed with me. I was like, you're a good sobriety coach, babe. It was crazy.
I'm like, yes, you look sober.
Thank you, Case Face. And thank you for the super chat, babe. It's good to see you.
Ghost Furries. That's right.
Yeah, it was just absolutely gave me the giggles. And
well, you walked to the bathroom. on gummies, it was a crawling experience.
Yeah. But I walked to the bathroom in Braille. Like I definitely was like not opening my eyes.
Why hasn't she talked about all the boning? I don't know. Apparently that's not nearly as offensive. That was on my stream on the lifeboat.
That was on Tommy's stream last night.
On Brian Koberger. And I tried to get through it. It's literally, there's nothing harder in the whole world than trying to speak when someone is losing it.
I can't believe you did. I went back and watched some of it when I woke up this morning at like 7 for a minute. I was like, that was a dream, right? Like that didn't really happen.
Oh, no, that happened.
And I looked at it and you were pretty calm and cool. I would have never been able to hold my cool.
Yeah.
Barbara Waite.
You did the Joker to Tommy's Batman.
It was bad. If you go look at me on that stream, it was bad.
It's magic. I absolutely love it. And then what are the odds we're ever going to see that again? It was so great that it's on recording.
You won't. I'll never drink like that again. I'll never do that again. Again, I don't know how people do it.
She had a 3.56. Good Lord. That's terrifying. Oh, you'll get a good laugh, Sassy Cinderella. You have my word. You will get a good laugh.
Oh boy. It was just, I'm embarrassed. I really enjoy being in control of myself, and I was out of control. You held it so well, Tommy. I never could have tackled such a serious topic with Reese laughing in the back. Didn't somebody say I was like a cat?
Yes.
Distracting. Yeah.
Like the cat off screen that's just knocking stuff off the table. No, she literally rolled back and forth on the bed laughing for an hour.
Sorry to hear that, Cornbread.
So am I.
I can't understand the alcoholism thing.
I'm also happy to hear you're a woman because I've been screwing that up for a really long time. I never get any of that right. I'm sorry, Cornbread, if I've ever said, hey, my man, hey, dude.
Cornbread still could be a man.
True.
I am one of the people in the world who can take one drink and my face flushes. Yeah. When you said amen last night, I couldn't be more evident you were drunk, in my opinion.
She had a buzz on. She definitely had a buzz on. But it was nice. My friend used to choose her booze by what it would be like coming back up later. Oh, that's a tough way to live.
That's gross.
You know what? I've worked with a lot of people on a lot of substances, and the people that really, really get bad off into alcohol is signs point to no.
That's insane.
That's the magic 8
I went to a party a few years ago where we were drinking and checking ourselves with a breathalyzer to see how drunk we could get.
I used to have one on a keychain.
Oh, Cornbread's a woman. Okay. Just didn't want to be disrespectful of you, Cornbread.
Yeah, Buffy. She is she's certainly a happy drunk. I don't think we'll ever see it again. Her tummy wasn't bad, but she woke up and went,
hey, Linda.
Boy, am I thirsty. I was like, yeah.
Hey, Anita. It was terrible. I'm embarrassed.
And I forced her to drink a bunch of water before she went to bed, but she woke up going, I was like, welcome to, you thought this was fun all this time.
I just can't. Love you, Case
Face. Have a great night. Thank you.
I just can't. Yeah, Barbara Waite.
Check drunk off of the bucket list.
Wasted,
I think was the term.
I remember at one point I was like baked.
Yeah. You're like, I'm baked through.
Baked through.
I'm brown through and through.
Yeah, I said I have a perfectly brown crisp. Hey, wine a little bit more.
Right without the black line.
I know.
Abigail, you're good.
That's funny, Abigail. Hey, Puka Vista. Debbie, I didn't wake up with a headache at all. I woke up very dizzy though. Like I was definitely like the room was spinning for me when I woke up today.
Amy Knight, there was a pretty famous case with a pretty famous politician whose wife drank a bottle of rubbing alcohol because she found it under the sink at a rehab center. It gets really, really bad.
What does? Drinking?
Yeah. I mean, the people that are addicted to it, she found a bottle of rubbing alcohol and drank it. And
it's just the things that people get addicted to. I'm not shaming. I just don't understand it. I understood being addicted to meth because I liked the speediness, the upperness of it. But getting addicted to something that slows you down, slows down time, makes you feel any of those things, right? Like just, I'm that's not my style.
Yeah, it probably isn't.
Any what? Bed spins?
Yeah, for a lot of people, the room starts to spin. No, she fell asleep. Getting her to eat was a great idea. The second she had a slice of pizza, it was over.
Yeah, I don't remember anything after the pizza.
After I got her to eat a slice of pizza, she was asleep in a few minutes.
Last night you proved you're a human, not some made-up plastic person. You are a great lady who loves to have fun and try new things. People can get over it or get out. I love Just Joan. And you make a great point. I'm not embarrassed. I'm not ashamed. The stupid assholes of the world, like Gene Moreno, is a miserable piece of shit. No, I'm not embarrassed or ashamed at all. I'm actually kind of glad I got to experience it. I've never experienced it. I'm 42 years old. I've been born and raised into Scientology. I've never been drunk before. Hey, Dawn.
And I was rushing her in the cab, rushing her out of the cab. She kept going, why are you rushing? I'm like, because we need to get you home before that kicks in. Because it kicked in.
And it just got worse.
It
Hey,
did.
Chrissy Twig. It got worse and worse. After you ended the boat, I was like, this was terrible. It was so bad. And then all of a sudden it was like, what'd you say? The motor kick started?
Yeah. Wah, wah.
Hey, Styro. It's so funny. I'm laughing so hard. I had to see. I just put it on my TV. You can't stop laughing. Now I can't stop laughing.
That happened to everybody. The number of people, honestly, all the emails I got were people that just said, that is the funniest crap I've ever seen.
It was very sound sleep. Amy night. It really was. I don't remember anything after that.
I don't think she rolled over.
Tommy is so funny, though, if you're drunk. I will tell you right now, Tommy is hilarious. You would not stop making me laugh. He kept doing it over and over. He was like, a hell's balls chance in snow.
I would just drop it on her. As soon as she would get under control, she'd be like, I feel a lot better. I'd go, yeah, you're not done. She'd go, no, I'm done. You have a snow hell's balls chance of, and she would just start laughing again. Yeah, I did too. I had tears streaming down my face, and I was trying to play it serious, and it just.
You were a little tipsy too, babe.
Oh yeah, no, to be sure, but I've been there, and
Tommy was so cute. It was, I don't know, everything made me laugh. Every single thing you said last night made me laugh. But after the stream was over, he was checking his comments and responding to you guys. I don't do that typically. I don't really respond to comments much. During the streams I do, but not after. And Tommy was, it felt like 2 hours. He was responding to somebody, and he held his phone high up off the bed, and he let go of it. It fell on the bed, and he went, I am not proofreading that.
it was voice to text. I'm sure none of it made sense, but I did see what developed with Sheriff Nano, so I'll be doing a show about it tomorrow.
Buffy, we just start. So guys, on the Righteous Gemstones. Oh yeah. Tommy holds my hair back when I throw up, and he cleans up the
I've
puke.
done that. I've just never done that when she was
drunk, but
drunk.
I've had food poisoning so many times where he's cleaned up my vomit and held my hair back. He doesn't hate. Remember the Junior Mint story? He thought I shit myself. He was like, don't trip. I got this. He was like, don't look, babe. I'm going to go get a rag and clean up your ass. And it was a melted Junior Mint for those that don't know.
So embarrassing.
Buffy, so I thought that I finished The Righteous Gemstones. Turns out I did not see season 4. Hey, it's Mona.
Yeah, so season 4 we just started, and I'm not sure I love it. Oh, that's amazing. Are you kidding? Babe, that's fire. Sorry. The Junior Mint. I know, Patty.
Mona's husband made me a handbag that I asked him to make while I was here of a fox.
That's incredible.
It's my own fault. I picked that color, but I thought it was going to be more like a burgundy, and it's like bright red.
It won't be bright red for long, though.
Really?
No, that's gonna fade out.
He drew that onto a leather purse, and I picked out that stone to
And
put at the
hand
bottom.
tooled it, and
Season 4 sucks.
yeah, Castle.
It gets really good.
I hope so, because so far it's bad.
I'm disappointed as hell. The first 3 seasons I loved, and season 4 so far, what are we on, like episode 5 or 6? It sucks.
I still we need to see a Gummy Reese. I'm telling you, there'd be nothing to see. It was really debilitating for her. What's the Junior Mint story? We were in bed,
So we were boning.
and shortly
And
afterwards, she lost a Junior Mint.
We were boning, and then I love Junior Mints, and I ate a box of them while we were watching a movie. And when we were done, the movie was over, and I was like, let's bone again. We don't get to see each other that much. This was in a hotel room. And I like that the trolls were out tonight. It is Friday. Yeah. By the way, we have been scamming all up and down Ecuador, just so you know.
Killing it.
And I dropped a junior mint and we went to Bone again and Tommy saw it and it was melted. And he goes, oh my God, don't trip. I got this. He was like, babe, you shit yourself. And I was like, I'm in my 30s. I did not shit myself during a movie. And he was like, yeah, you did. And it's bad. He was like, don't look. I'm going to go get a towel. And of course I'm going to look. And it was a melted junior mint. And it had like,
it looked bad.
It had melted and then it like scooted down. It looked like I just crapped myself everywhere. And I was like, I felt like Bill Murray in Caddyshack. I was like, what does he say? It's no big deal.
It's no big deal.
It's a purse. It's a purse. Yeah. Yeah. He was like, don't look, don't trip. I got this.
Yeah.
Speaking of scamming though, I did want to address that.
Yes, apparently I'm taking all of Ecuador.
Yeah, I forgot that we meant to tell you guys we were scamming Ecuador, all of Ecuador. Jean Moreno is the spokesperson for us.
For Ecuador.
And we are deathly terrified of her. She leaves comments all up and down.
Duty!
A duty!
A fan.
So that's what we've been doing for the last week that I've been here. We've been just scamming. Guys, we've been scamming the beach. He's been scamming this ass.
Restaurants.
But sorry, Sigrid, that's not a
me.
good start.
I'm sorry.
We won't stay on long. You not feeling it?
No, I am. I absolutely am. I just got the it's the air conditioner.
Mm-hmm. Are you hot?
No.
Okay, because I'm cold.
Really?
I turned it down for you.
You're that girl.
But yeah, everybody thinks that we're just scamming all up and down. I don't know what you would even scam here. I've just been trying.
What did we end up deciding was going to be your cut of the haul? Well, she gets 10%.
And I like to go looking for sea glass myself.
Primitive Lifeways, I got to draw the line.
Yeah, Buffy, I'm not saying you're not going to like it. It's just I don't like it so far. I think it sucks. It's the crappiest one out of all of them.
It reminds me of Hogwarts House. It's really cool. He's incredibly skilled. We are picking up sea glass.
Hey, Lisa.
And I hung my shorts upside down in the shower and dropped sea glass out of my pocket.
How do you scam Ecuador? I don't know.
We're
ask
working on
Jean Moreno. Does anyone in Ecuador give a shit what she says? Do they treat you like you're bad people?
They do not.
No, they treat us like very good people here.
No, we get along with everybody in Ecuador.
No, but guys.
But we avoid all of the expats. I do.
But we really have been scamming it. That's our sea glass haul. Not all of it, but most.
That's a small chunk of it.
That one's.
No, that one's.
It's all right. Don't. Babe, I want to keep it.
Well, you can keep it. Is the water really turquoise there? It is. And you can see, 25, 30 feet down. It's really
Why would you go somewhere where the average wage is under $500 a month to scam people?
Debbie Love and Life.
Critical thinking.
There you go.
Patty, she leaves comments on all the haters streams. And she emails me a lot. Jean Moreno sends me emails like 3 or 4 times a month. And she thinks she's a real badass and like she's the say on the hater community. She's also a psycho. Like she is a stalker psycho. What did she say that was super? Like it didn't even make any sense. A lot of the things she sent me an email not too long ago and she said, no problem, babe. She said, you're too scared to go to Ecuador. She was like, we know you're not going to go to Ecuador. You're just too scared to go there because the crime is so bad. And I was like, bitch, I've been here like 5 times. You should get the sea glass made into a necklace.
Oh, what she said is that you show up here for 2 days at a time. What's that all about?
Oh, yeah. She said I come here for 2 or 3 days and then I go back. She was like, what is Reese really doing in Ecuador? And I was like, I don't get it. Hey, Allie. Hey, Lumen. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. Like, it's weird when people make up lies. In all seriousness, it's weird. I've never been here for 2 days. I come here and spend time with him for about a week at a time, having sex. A lot of that, Cindy G.
There's a little bit of that.
But it's so weird when people put out straight up lies and think that people are going to believe that. I don't come to Ecuador for 2 days. It's an entire day of travel just to get here.
Yeah, it's a commitment.
So weird.
Yes.
She's a real psychopath.
The phone has been ringing.
I'm glad that she's friends with Jenna and Aaron. I think that's a good look.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think
and
that's
a good match.
It's a good support system over there.
Yes, we all sport the cross necklaces.
Yeah, I got Tommy this one the last time I was here. He wears a cross necklace. He wears an R. I don't know if you can see that. And then I got him that.
Then the puka shells so that I look younger than I am.
And hey, ask Chen Shan, before you get upset about the R, he asked for it.
Yeah, you know what? There are a lot of lost sheeps. I still have hope for all of them. Kimberly Hallman, good to see you.
Shanny, don't get upset that he's not wearing an S.
I've been sneaking off to text her quite a bit.
Have you really? I knew it. Has she been talking a lot about that?
Yeah, you can't text me. I don't know if anybody knows that.
Shanny Travolta.
I don't have a U.S. phone number, so texting is not even an option. I have to use an app in order to do it, and there are 2 people that have that.
All those guys are friends with Jenna and Aaron. Yeah, people are absolutely nuts. Kim is blue.
There's a lot of truth to that.
They really tend to attract the real, true nutty birds.
Joan. So she's friends with Jenna and Aaron. Well, that
Yeah.
explains her being a shithead. Yeah,
That's what we've been doing. JC, that's why we haven't streamed. I've hardly done any streaming. We've been eating, sleeping, effing, and collecting sea glass and going up to the bakery.
and getting shit faced. Kind of got to throw that in there because there's video evidence now.
I'm never doing it again. I'm never.
Yes,
doing
I
that
do,
again.
Buffy.
Look, it was fun, and I enjoyed your time and company,
Ah,
but I'm never doing that again.
I don't blame you. I got the feeling last night that was probably a one-off. My voice sounds tired.
Yeah, makes sense.
It could. Snorkeling.
Do people pick up a habit in the middle of life?
Some people do, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I was to say, if you're going to be an alcoholic, doesn't that start?
It's different. It's different for every person. Every drug takes something away. It doesn't give you anything. So it takes away stress, or it takes
Joanne
away.
Hawley.
It's one of the biggest misnomers. People say, I drink because it gives me courage. It takes away fear. It takes away inhibition. It takes away logic. It doesn't give you anything. So there are people who are crippled by anxiety, and 2 drinks and that anxiety goes away, and they feel like, it's an answer to prayer. The problem is that they continue to drink, and then you got to drink 4 drinks and 6 drinks. And
I'm never going to become an alcoholic. You look quite alive, Tommy. I'm guessing there was no shower danger.
I have been considerably safer this time around. My pulse is in the 60s as opposed to the 140s, which makes the whole process a lot safer.
Good for you, Chicago Jane. My family drinks. My sister drinks. I mean, she's got little kids. She's not a drinker, but she drinks. She's always drank, though. And my mom has always been a drinker. My mom likes wine. My stepdad doesn't drink anymore.
And you like margaritas in buckets or bathtubs.
But I have never been a drinker in my family. I've never been a drinker, and I never will. I just couldn't do it.
Sigrid, the food addiction is the biggest one on earth, especially in America.
Speaking of Americans.
Yeah, we had a whole table full of Americans at the restaurant we went to tonight.
Thank you, Patty.
And it's just a different vibe.
It really makes you not miss America, guys. Like, I love America. I'm from America. I'll always love it the most. But ever since I've been coming here for the last year, it's a different.
No way, Amy Knight.
Wow, good
Congratulations.
for you, Amy Knight. I love that, babe. Thank you, Joanne Hawley. I love you, girl.
It was just loud.
Yeah, they were loud, but since I've been here, guys, I didn't realize. Good for you, Bree. 7 months sober. Bye, Jess.
Love that. Bree Michelle, love that.
My mom gets wasted on 1 glass of wine. I think she turned to that point. Is that not true, Tommy?
Yeah, so this is something that
Hey,
happens.
Miss Weedy Boo.
They call it reverse tolerance, and it's deep into the addictive process. But the reason that it takes you 6 drinks to get drunk over a period of time is because your liver is going to get rid of an ounce of alcohol an hour. And it gets to a point. I had a very close friend, we'll call him Richard. And Richard got to the point where literally one beer, and he was unconscious because his liver was so bad it wasn't processing alcohol anymore. 2 days on tramadol, and my husband is walking almost pain-free for the first time in 18 months. Just keep him on the recommended dose, Barbara Waite. That would be my advice. That's a drug you don't want to take more than they tell you to take. It's a very effective painkiller, But if you start taking lots of it, then you're risking all kinds of other stuff because there's things in there other than the opiate. Opiates are very predictable. We know what they do in the body.
Patty.
But that's a very different kind of painkiller.
Yeah, I don't remember what I was saying a second. Oh, Americans. Guys, but since I've been here, like, there are few Americans here, believe it or not. Most of the people who are white are Canadian.
Yeah.
And then you've got like we saw at the bakery yesterday morning, the Russian lady came in. She spoke perfect English, but she was Russian. And Nick is Austrian. So there are people who are white, but that are not American, but it's mainly Canadians. And I have been told by several people that Americans are not very liked. And guys, I got to be honest, like every American I've seen since I've been here,
it's a little loud.
They're loud, but they're not just loud. They're rude. They're
entitled.
They're obnoxious. And tonight
we
got to see it on full display.
Yeah.
There was like a party of 8 at that table. It was all Americans. And they were talking to the wait staff, the server that was at the restaurant we were at. And he was like, he was like, amigo. And I was like, are you serious? Like, it was just gross. It was embarrassing. It made me feel embarrassed. It did. We sat as far away from them as we could because I was like, I don't want to talk to these people.
Helen Baker, thank you. That's so kind.
Hey, Helen.
And Bree, I love that. That was where I was at. I found out that living was a lot more fun. And you also find out that life is a lot better when you're not sort of floating through it, when you can, see what's actually happening. I spent 30 years in a haze, and when you get that away, I realized I wasn't stupid, right? I pretty much assumed I was, but when you're wasted all the time, it's hard to make intelligent decisions.
Yeah, I just wouldn't want to do that. Yeah, Buffy, a lot of people feel entitled in America. I'm not saying I don't like Americans. I am an American, but when you are removed from America and you don't see very many Americans, and you're not around hardly any English speaking people, it's pure heaven for me. I really enjoy it. I like the sense of peace that comes with that. That I don't know, Allie.
There are.
Okay.
Yeah, there are people who live in Ecuador who have celiac disease as well. It's a worldwide thing. So there are options.
But when you are removed from it like that, it's noticeable. Like I told you guys, when I first got back to America from my first trip, P. Taylor, not yet. I pick it up tomorrow. I got back to the airport and some guy almost cut me off and I stopped and he went, go. We were in the airport. And he did that to me. And I was like, man, people are not like that here at all. Everywhere we've gone, what do they say? Enjoy your meal. Yeah. Just random strangers in restaurants. We'll walk past them and they're like, hola, enjoy your meal. But they say it in Spanish. People are just mind their business here. There's no Gene Morenos here. Yeah, they just mind their own fucking business. Nobody cares. Nobody's following you around. Nobody's assuming and making up narratives. That's the biggest thing I'm looking forward to: humility, kindness, peace. Yeah,
you're going to notice it more than you notice anything else, too, Debbie.
Oh yeah, everybody here
absolutely will. You won't see an argument. I've been here 14 months. I've not seen anybody argue. Not in traffic, not anywhere. It just doesn't happen.
No, I don't see it ever. People are super at peace here. Everybody's respectful.
And no one's in a hurry.
No, God,
we're all on manana time.
Nobody's in a hurry. That actually is hard to adjust to be honest, because Americans are always in a hurry, I think. We're always in a rush. Oh, you saw one hit that lady.
Oh, yeah. He grabbed her and roughed her up. True. But I couldn't hear the argument. I went down, though, and talked to him. Those kind of people are everywhere, right? Guys that don't get it are everywhere. That's a learned behavior. If you watch your dad hit your mom, it's probably going to be something that you do. It's just sad. I
don't have any interest in going to the bigger cities. Renee B., I mean, I know that I don't want to live in Quito because it's a mountain city and I like the beach.
Yeah.
I guess it would be worth checking out one day, but it's like
I would like to go to Quito just because it's the oldest city.
It's a ways.
It's the oldest city in this hemisphere.
It's like a 14-hour drive.
It's a long drive.
So
we can fly there.
Yeah, we could fly.
How long till I get my citizenship? About 2 years. Be right around the 2 year from little less than 2 years, 22 months.
Yeah. Panama is slow pace also. Yeah, it's just, guys, it's hard to explain, but no one gives a shit here. Nobody's walking around with status symbols and expensive purses and cars, and nobody's, I mean, you see them, right? But it's
no
not.
one seems to look at them. I actually saw a Lamborghini on the Malecone, and it wasn't like everyone was going, "Oh my God." Most people were going, "Why would you buy a 250 mile an hour car in a place you can't drive 40?"
But it's more than that. It's like everybody really, truly just stays in their lane and minds their business. No one's trying to one up anybody else. That's what Americans do. They try to one up people, and no one's dick swinging here. Nobody cares.
They don't.
They don't. And you know what's really cool that I love is the average income here is $500 a month.
That's
Okay?
the living wage.
Yeah. Do you know how many times, every single time I come here, Tommy and I will try to give a bigger tip, or we've had people help us just on the street, like translate if we need, and we'll try to give them some money. Every time they're like, no. Like, people are not rich walking around here, and we have tried and tried. Nothing. People don't. No one's like trying to steal your wallet. No one's trying to scam you, except this one.
Right, except me. The one of the best examples of that is that when Johnny and I bought our condo, we brought a translator with us, and it's just a close friend of ours that we know who owns a restaurant. And it took 4 hours. You know what I mean? It was a long day, and he was not at work.
Love him.
He's a good guy. And I said to him, I said, "I'd like to give you $50. And he looked downright offended. He was like, "No, I'm not doing this." We actually had to go to his place and buy water and leave the 50 and run. It was like the only way that we could get.
Nobody wants to accept any kind of like gratuity here.
It's different.
It's very different. It's very different. One more day of my vacay, had a great time, but I'll be nice to get home again. Joanne Holly, I hope you enjoyed your time with your daughter, and you and I are going to sync back up together again when I get back at my job to work home in Tennessee. Guys, I'll be home in the next few days, so we'll be back on.
Leaving winter here to go to summer there.
Yeah, true. Thank you, Joanne, and I hope you've had a good time. Thank you for the super chat, babe. No shaming, like you said, the ladies wear whatever they want.
Literally. Like, ladies have their whole jug hanging out. It will be nice to have her home. It's like we've never met, but she's in the state right above me. Okay, Amy, you probably are talking to somebody else. I'm sorry. 2 years from now or total? No, 2 years from when I got the official green card. It's not called a green card here, but it'll make more sense if I call it a green card.
Cindy G, me too. I wish I was able to stay longer. I will at some point, guys, but this is the best I can do for now. And it's harder. Summer is easier for me to travel than it is during the school year. You have to tip everyone here, even at fast food and coffee shops, right?
It's unusual, right? It really is. In the United States, tipping is just one of those things that, like the person that gets you your coffee, if they're over the top, you should probably tip them. To ensure prompt service, right? Isn't that an acronym? To ensure prompt service, I think is what a tip was. But it's just different. And is it really winter there? It is by definition. It's 80 degrees.
I get it, Amy. I see what you're saying now. Kimberly Hallman, it was such a shit show.
Oh no, you're going to need to go over there.
The lifeboat was a shit show last night.
Yeah, technically we're in winter. It's still 80 degrees though.
This is absolutely an accomplishable dream. Have a large condo with a dedicated driver that I pay, local woman I pay to do light cleaning and cooking.
That's what most people here do.
Yeah, that's absolutely doable here.
Yeah, that is absolutely doable here.
Is it hard to leave Tommy? It is. Yeah, it's always hard because I don't know when I'm going to see him again. When does school start for Huxley? Next week, late next week, I think Friday.
So Sassy Noof, in the summertime, the temperature is about 85 degrees and it stays that way. Like even at night, it'll be in the 80s. Now at night, it gets down into the 70s. And within the next probably 2 to 3 weeks, normally, like this is really hot for this time of year. Normally it's 75 degrees throughout the winter, but it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's every day. There's never really cold weather here.
Well, I was here this time last year. It wasn't a shit show. It was so real and relatable. Oh God, it was wild. It was a shit show for me, Anita Card, because I've never been drunk before. It was wild.
Oh, it made my night.
Crazy.
Thank you, Patty.
I was here this time last year, and it was much cooler. Not to me, right? But do you remember all the people? The locals are wearing coats,
sweatshirts, hoods up,
like literally scarves with like
first thing in the morning they'll have gloves on.
puffy coats, like winter coats, and it's 75 degrees here.
Yep.
I remember last year walking around with my ass hanging out and like little shorty shorts and a tank top, and people were walking around in sweaters and coats.
I put on pants twice last year, and there were days like it was 72 degrees and the sun wasn't out.
I think it's similar to people like Floridians. When it gets to be like 60, 70, they wear Uggs.
Yeah.
When I'm from the Midwest, so when the temperature goes up to 60, I'm opening windows.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of what I'm holding out for, is that like my favorite time of the year here, you could turn off all the air conditioning and just open the windows, but it hasn't gotten there just quite yet. But I would say in the next couple of weeks, everything is every day now. When you look, it says the lows will be in the 70s. That never happens in the summer. The lows are always in the 80s. Like it'll be the low of 80 and a high of 86.
It'll be fucking cooler here than when I go home. It's
Probably,
like 98 degrees in Tennessee.
We have to wear boots when we can in Florida.
That's true. Kim is blue. I probably would too. And once you get adjusted to that in Florida, I could see how you would get out like jackets and stuff if it's 60 degrees there. You're not used to it. I understand.
I've never seen 60 degrees here though.
No.
It just doesn't happen. In fact, for probably 5 months, it was a running joke with Johnny. We'd be eating breakfast. I'd go, so what's the temperature going to be today? He'd go, 75. And you never have to look. It's always 75.
So much so, guys, that most businesses here don't even have a door. It's like bars. You just open. It's like a door, but it's made of bars, like metal bars, like iron pretty work. They don't even have, like, I walked past a couple places tonight, guys, like Luigi's. There's not even, what I'm trying to say is it's never enclosed. It's 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. It's open. So like it doesn't get cold here. That was really stupid. I took a long time to explain that. Hey, Punisher.
Yes, Debbie Love and Life. That's exactly what's happening. This is an El Nino. The reason it's warmer here, and the locals are panicking because El Nino seasons, we get a lot of rain, and they're all worried that things are going to flood. I live on the 4th floor. I'm not worried about anything flooding, but hey, good to see you, Punisher.
Trips Captain?
Bugs. No, there's not really bug issues here.
No.
Not at all.
I haven't seen anything.
In fact, when people leave their windows open at night, usually there's not even screens. There's just bugs are not a real thing here. Now, if we get a lot of rain for El Nino, there'll be bugs for a week or two. After the rainy season, which this year lasted about 4 days, 5 days, it rained every day for about 5 days. After the rainy season, there'll be mosquitoes around for a little bit, but not much.
Hey, Love and Life.
Here in Florida, it'll be 90 degrees, and there's still people wearing sweatshirts. It's freaking weird. Yeah, I've only seen 90 once since I've been here, and 90 degrees in Ecuador doesn't feel like 90 degrees anywhere else. The sun is different. Is it not?
Yes, it's not as noticeable as
you
feel.
I think it is, but that's me.
I don't really notice it. I mean, I've said many times on our walks, like, wow, it's different in the shade. But no, I feel like it's hot as shit everywhere in the summer. But yeah, hey, Midwest girl, thank you. We have been just walking the beach, guys, for like the last 4 or 5 days.
The humidity is different here.
My calves are killing me because like my feet are like sinking down into the sand as I walk. And we've been hardcore hunting for sea glass. We have been scamming the shit out of this country, getting that sea glass, Gene.
Anita Card, we're also closer
Jeannie.
to the sun here on Earth. This is the closest you're going to get to the sun. So our
I love that, Joe.
you know how you do longitude and latitude? Well, one of them is at 0.000. We're the center. We're where you start going up and down in latitude. So latitude in Ecuador, we're equatorial, right? We're on the equator. So you're closer to the because of the bulge of the Earth at the middle. We're closer to the sun than any other place.
Most places have AC for sure. Yeah, they don't have heat, but they have AC. Is it like Florida humidity? Tommy said no.
Here's why. It would be if you lived in different parts of Ecuador, but it's almost like being on an island, except that we're on a peninsula, right? So we're on this little spit of land. If you look at South America and look as west as you can possibly get so that it's jutting out into the Pacific, you'll see a little like pinky sized spot of land. That's Salinas. So if you live on the peninsula, you got wind coming from both sides at all times. Right, the water and the wind come in together. So we have a really cool breeze 365 days a year. Like today it was 14 miles an hour. So when you're walking and that breeze blows, it's not hot, it's not humid. It's just a cool breeze.
Anita Card, there's not always a breeze here. No fucking way. I have noticed it the most this trip, and it has been so nice. I bet we've walked 3 miles a day every day. I have been eating like crazy here, and I'm actually skinnier than when I got here because I'm just nonstop walking, and it's the breeze. It's
amazing. About 80% of the time there's a breeze.
It's so nice.
Yeah, they call it the Coriolis effect, right? We have this weather pattern that sort of parks itself over Ecuador. So when people say, well, there's a tropical storm somewhere, if you live anywhere on water, that tropical storm is going to get to you. It's not going to get to you here. It just doesn't work that way.
Yeah, I watched some of his stream, Pete Taylor. Johnny was walking around. You were napping this afternoon. I watched some of it. You are skinnier because of a what? You know what's really weird, guys, is we don't skimp on food when I'm here, but we usually eat something small for breakfast and then we eat dinner. And what is the tattoo on your foot when you were walking on the beach? I got it when I was like 19, Joan. It's stars. Stupid. It's just something stupid. It's got like 3 stars. Yeah, Cindy G, I must be burning it off. But also, guys, you have to remember they don't use GMOs here. They don't use chemicals or dyes here. So whenever I get here and eat, as rich as the food is, I walk a lot, but I poop better when I get here. Like I swear to God, my whole intestines, like everything, like acts right. Whenever I'm here for several days, I stop pooping weird and I start pooping normal.
Every expat talks about this. Like if you go to an expat,
love you, Debbie. Happy retirement, babe. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Debbie. That's fantastic. But they all talk about it, how much different bodily functions and everything start once you stop eating the food that we were eating there. You know, there's no industrial farming. You know, the reason that you have to put eggs in a refrigerator is because of what we do to eggs in the United States. We don't refrigerate eggs here. You don't need to put them in a refrigerator. We don't wash the bloom off of the egg. We do that in the United States because we're going to shine a light through it to see if our insemination process caused problems. They actually have animals that are having sex. So there's a very different, the way everything works in Ecuador is just different. You can buy milk and not refrigerate it.
Because also they don't have like commercial trucks running through here. No. Like guys, Tommy nails this every time he says it. This is probably America 50 to 75 years ago.
Correct.
Like they don't have computer systems running shit. There's hardly any cameras here. Yeah, the milk freaks me out.
The milk freaks her out because when you buy it in the store, it's not in the refrigerated section, and it scared me when I first got here. But I drink crap loads of milk here.
I don't drink milk anyway, so I don't really care. But it's so weird. Every time I come here, like I have digestive issues. I don't have a gallbladder. I don't eat the right food anyway. But when I come here, like everything resets.
Yeah.
It's weird. I sleep really well here.
Kim is Blue says, yeah, no.
Yeah, no. Not me either, Kim, but I don't drink milk. So
but I'm a big milk drinker and I fought it. And now, like when I buy it, I put it in the refrigerator because I like my milk cold, but I don't buy it cold. And I will buy 6 cartons of milk and put 2 in the refrigerator. And as long as I drink them within a month, there's no problem at all with it.
Yeah, Cindy G, I can't, I don't, yeah.
Look, would you think I would drink bad milk? I promise you, the first time I opened one and it was bad, I would never drink it again. It's never happened.
No.
So.
It's just, I don't know what it is. There's just, it's a different.
It's programming.
Guys, it's a very different vibe here.
It's a very different vibe here.
I see the most like confident, overweight women walking around and
thongs.
I don't like commenting on bodies like that. I don't even like saying overweight, but like 250, 300 pound women. I mean, that's not underweight. That's more overweight. And
people that would be shamed in the United States to walk on a beach are not worried.
And I love it. They're beautiful. They walk around and they wear bikinis and nobody cares here. I just love that. More than no one cares. People mind their business. No one looks and goes, ew, look at that fat person. No one's judging here. Nobody gives a shit. And I certainly don't give a shit. Do they have whipping cream?
They do. You can buy whipping cream here.
Yep. My family and friends I go with, like everyone talks about how you hardly need toilet paper because everything is functioning. Yeah, that's what Johnny said. Your brother said.
Yep. He says it cuts down a lot on the amount of toilet paper you use.
Pinching a lot of clean loaves.
You know what, Bree? Everybody down here talks about the sun. And what they say is if you get yourself a really good base. So they say when you first get here, go out for like 10 minutes a day and then bump it up to 15 minutes a day and then 20 minutes a day. Like I know so many expats here that have been living here for decades and there's no skin cancer issues. You know what I mean? I think a lot of times because of how we live and work in the United States, when we are able to get out in the sun, we go out and get 3rd-degree burns on our vacations. And that kind of damage is really, really bad for you. But if you're exposing yourself to it daily, it just sort of darkens you. I'm so much darker than I ever was in the United States.
I thought I left my sunscreen here last time and I didn't. So I have not worn any sunscreen at all since I've been here, except on my face. All of my skincare is SPF, but I haven't used any sunscreen. I also was super tan when I got here, so I haven't burned. Like I haven't gotten it.
No, but you got color. I had to point it out to you last night. You might have been hammered.
I don't feel like I got any
look in
color.
your back, remember?
Yes, but like my tan is not any different. I don't feel like I got any color at all. But I was in Peru for a month. SPF 80, still got a base tan on my paper white northern skin.
Did you love Peru?
I want to check out Peru.
My baker loves Peru. He's on his way there right now.
Maybe Cindy G. I don't know. Yeah, Patty, that's true too. I don't use a lot of sunscreen. I just use it on my face. To be honest, guys, I lay out in Tennessee. I lay out in my backyard to get sun when it's a really good sun day. I'll lay out for like 45 minutes. I don't put sunscreen on. It's probably not good. It's probably really bad for you. I'm sure that I'm going to look like a leather bag.
Then you're out. It's that young skin. Settle down. Look at that big fist.
Look at the size. I like to do this. Look at the size. This is my favorite thing to do. Look at that. Tommy's hand is insane. Put it over my fist.
You know what? Queen of the Machines. A lot of people said that Peru is just awesome. My baker loves it.
I would love to check out Peru. I've always wanted to see Peru. It's like a child and a giant. It's insane.
Baby oil and iodine mixed together.
Put
Amy
your
Knight,
hand
my
up.
dad did that all the time.
Put your hand up like this. Look at that.
They're close.
That's insane. That
And
is
it's not
so.
like you
I
have really
love
teeny
doing
hands
that.
either.
I love doing that. I do it all the time.
Thank you, Heather Hayes.
Thank you, Heather Hayes. It's crazy how big Tommy's hand is.
Yeah. Big gloves. You know what they say? Big hands.
Oh, it
Big
is.
gloves.
It's like farm equipment.
Oh, goodness.
Did you go to the other areas of Ecuador before deciding on Salinas?
No, I'm a guy that wanted from the age of 6 to retire on the ocean. Like I always wanted to live on the ocean. I've had the foot comparison is even scarier.
It is. Tommy's feet are enormous.
I have really big feet. But I've always been an ocean guy. My grandfather on my dad's side lived in Long Island, and we were on the Great South Bay. It was like 6 feet from his door to the water. And that's always something I wanted. So there was about 4 places in Ecuador that would have fit the bill. I didn't want any that could handle big boats. Like I didn't want to live in a port town that could take a cruise ship or a container ship, because I'm in South America and those towns get really overrun with bad people that are trying to get drugs onto those boats. While Salinas is a beach town, there's nowhere to pull up a big ship here anywhere. There's no deep water port. And that means that there's nobody trying to get cocaine out of Salinas. So that keeps a lot of the drugs and the riffraff out of this part of the country. I'm not trying to sound cool because I'm not, but this is like the Hamptons part of, this is where, or Miami Beach, this is where people in Ecuador want to retire. And this is, we have big, tall condominiums and we have really good restaurants, and it's just a lot different than a lot of other places. So I had read an awful lot about it, and I had a friend that had been here 3 times, and we talked about it incessantly. And even though my friend did not want to live in Salinas, I thought that's the town I want to check out. So we came here with the intent to check it out, and we absolutely loved it. It's amazing.
You guys would too if you experienced it. And Erica, I didn't know you went to Peru with Jessica. That's amazing. Do they have sports teams? Hey, Aloha, Sue.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have sports teams. Soccer, American soccer, we got down here, it's called football, is almost a religion here.
Hey, Tamber
we got
June.
into it because we made it to the round of 16 in the.
That's right. Rue's country beat.
I don't want to talk about it.
Didn't they?
They did.
Yeah.
We got beat by Mexico.
Yeah. The people here are so nice. Again, here's my thing. And maybe you guys don't experience this. We'll talk about this when I get home. But like, there is something, you too, Tamber June, there is really something to be said. And it's so rare, especially with the jobs that we have. But there's so much power and freedom in minding your own fucking business.
Yeah.
There really is. Like, just not, like, I say this a lot. I'm out of the loop on purpose. Like, when people come to me and they're like, did you hear that Aaron, or did you hear that? I'm like, no, and I don't want to. I don't care about people I don't care about. So this country, nobody's gawking. Nobody's measuring you up, sizing you up, looking at what you're wearing, looking at the bag you're carrying. There's a lot of weight to that for me. I really appreciate people not.
Well, you would think with small YouTube channels that you're not going to run into people that see you on YouTube. It's not like we're Brad Pitt. But in the United States, that used to happen to me. The first time anybody in this country recognized me, I was with Johnny and we were walking by and the guy went, the Scoville brothers, and just kept walking. There wasn't a, holy crap, let me ask you, everything that you've never said on YouTube. They just walked by and went, wow, the Scoville brothers. And I was sitting at a restaurant at least 3 times when somebody walked up and went, Johnny Scoville, said hello and just kept walking. It's a very, like, they don't care. It's cool. I recognize this guy from YouTube, but it's, I got spit at, it's just kind of a bummer. Yeah. And I went into an emergency room and was in triage and had a woman shit on me so bad because of my YouTube life that I left the hospital. I went to a different emergency room.
Yeah, that is not what I'm talking about. That really sucks for you, but I don't get that kind of attention. I don't want that kind of attention. I'm just talking about America. I'm not talking about being a YouTuber. I just mean like a YouTuber that gets recognized. I don't get into all that. I don't give a shit about that. But I just mean people gawking at you in America. People, like I just said, measuring you up, right? People judging you based on the car you drive or any of those things. But I am used to people being in my fucking business hardcore on YouTube, right? Yeah, getting all kinds of hate emails, people leaving catty ass shitty comments thinking they know about me and what kind of mom I am and all of that. Oh
my God, fancy face.
Oh, that's why people retire here.
Oh my God.
$1,900 a month, you could absolutely live on here. Yeah.
You would save money. I mean, there would be money piling up. Unless you're just a lunatic. That's a lot of money to try to spend in Ecuador. I suppose if you went out for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every single day, you could dent that. But
I don't know. I think you could live on $1,900 a month pretty comfortably,
and go out a lot.
But also have probably some kind of like a housekeeper.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you could live on that easily.
You know why we don't have one? Because I can't stand having people in my house. Like I'm weird that way. You know what I mean? Like I'm a homebody and I'm not a particularly social cat. Like I don't do a lot of socializing in my house. I don't mind going out and seeing somebody, but my home is
pretty private.
It's pretty private.
Also, you guys keep it really clean.
We do keep it really clean, but it would be nice to have somebody to come in and do floors once a week.
But you have someone come pick up your laundry.
We do have our laundry done. We have our laundry. They pick up, fold it, and deliver it, and it's so convenient and it's so inexpensive.
They do a great job. Yeah.
They take stains out. They stitch things if it's messed up. I mean, it's the best.
How much is it?
It runs
$7.
Yeah, it runs about $15 a month for the both of us. So
that's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, $1,900 a month. Absolutely. What's the medical care like?
I just got out of an emergency room. I was in the intensive care unit for 9 days. In the United States of America, I would have been bankrupt. And here I paid out of pocket for it. And I mean, I put into AI, what would this have cost me the first night? And they said somewhere between 18 to 30 grand, depending on what part of the United States you were in. And
ICU easily.
Yeah. And I didn't pay close to that for the entire 11-day stay.
Here's the only thing though. Fanciest Face says, I have MS. I have a lot of nurse friends that I think this, if you have like major, hey, Jamie Castro, if you have major medical issues, I don't know how well the care is here. At the same time, you have a great cardiologist.
Here's what it comes down to. You're going to have to put in a little bit more effort to find the person that you're comfortable with than you would in the United States. because in the United States, everyone is going to communicate with you the same way. My first cardiologist, I replaced with somebody that I am much more comfortable with. But you can drive by places that if I took a picture from the outside, you wouldn't know it wasn't a medical facility in the United States. Here's the reality of it. The reality of it is, if it is private healthcare, it's as good as anywhere in the world. It's rated better than the United States by 7 points. If it is public healthcare, then you're not going to get that kind of care. You're not. They provide healthcare for everybody, but you're going to wait. There's all kinds of issues. If you're paying out of pocket, whether people realize this or not, the perfect example is LASIK eye surgery. When LASIK eye surgery came out, it was like $20,000 an eye. And what happened is there were people that said, I'm going to open up a LASIK center and I'm only taking cash, but I'll do it on payments. I'll do it whatever. If you can cut the insurance companies out and people just pay you, then the cost of healthcare is almost nothing. But it's all of the insurance and all the stuff that the nasal cannula that you stick up your nose in the United States, they run, there's $75. When I wrote ambulance, this was a million years ago, but we would take it off the oxygen and send it in with the person because we know they're going to charge them $75 to put that thing up their nose and they paid 50 cents for it. You don't pay for stuff like that here. Like I had five chest x-rays done while I was in there. In the United States, those 5 chest x-rays would have cost me more than the entire bill did, right? I had every single day I had EKGs done. All of those things cost so much money in the US, but I was at a private facility. I was not at a public hospital. And I went to a public hospital and walked out. It scared the crap out of me. So
also, I was going to say, and I wish I had done it while I was here, but I didn't. I finally found a dentist that the expats are using here. It's $25 to go get your teeth cleaned. So, I mean, everything is so much cheaper. I was going to show you this bakery that we love is owned by an Austrian guy who moved it here. We have eaten there every morning for breakfast, every morning. So they make us eggs. They bring fresh juice, a bowl of fruit, ham or bacon. And then we got cappuccinos. And this, I'm so embarrassed. I thought this was scrambled eggs. It's not. It's custard. But they make this. That's freshly made. That's our cappuccino. And that's my dessert that I got. It's got fruit all over it. And it was a Danish filled with custard. $6 for both of us.
good Lord. With my amputation, there was no infection, no complication. Stayed 3 days, $167,000.
Amy, I'm sorry that happened, babe.
Open heart surgery in this country runs about between 13 and 18, depending on complications, to give you an idea.
Hey, Spring Moon. No, Cindy G, I didn't like I don't like whipped. I don't like whipped stuff. So it wasn't my favorite, the eclair, but the German custard thing that he makes, I took a picture of it. But guys, did you hear me? $6 for Tommy and I to go have cappuccino, bowl of fruit, a Danish, eggs, $6.
Yeah.
And it's all homemade. Like it's made in a fucking bakery.
Everything they do there, they do in 3 courses, which is awesome.
So this is I took a picture. We bought one for Johnny. This is the German thing. So it's a brioche bun with a big thing of custard in the middle. And the top has almonds and it's drizzled with honey. And it is so good. What about the eggs? They're delicious, Abigail. And I'm picky. I am a really picky eater with my eggs. No, not at all. They're delicious. Hey, Jules. Thank you. Hey, Jules, 2005. I've missed you.
I believe that, Jules. And thank you very much. I appreciate that.
I'm happy to see you. Yeah. So, guys, the point is.
Patty, that's insane. That's absolutely insane. And they were super, super nice to me. They communicated beautifully. Now, I had a team of about 7 people that worked on me. Most of them didn't speak English, but the doctor would come in twice a day to answer any questions. And the head nurse always spoke English.
I wish you guys could read this. I'm going to zoom in, but you still won't be able to see it. I took a picture for Debbie Love and Life of the bakery. And that's a picture I was sitting there eating. And it says fresh bread every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. And we must have been there on a fresh bread day. Here's the fresh loaves. They have them laying out of ciabatta. Okay. And this thing, you can't read it, but it says ciabatta. It's a sign that says ciabatta. $2.20 for a loaf of fresh baked ciabatta bread.
And when I went in there the other day with Reese, I said, no ciabatta. He goes, your brother just bought it all.
Yeah, he was just there. I mean, you wouldn't believe how many people are going in there buying bread.
Pretty fancy face. We speak Spanish here, not Portuguese.
$2.20 for a loaf of ciabatta. If you went into any bakery in America, it would be, whoa, what am I doing? Hey, April Goodson. Oh, I see. Acronym. I had an EEG last year. I went to the neurologist. Think it was covered. How much would, I don't know that Tommy would know the answer to that.
$59. If you're in and out in one day, it's $59 for just about everything. Stitches, broken bones. $59 is an emergency room visit. And that's, if you pay out of pocket, it's $59 for just about everything. That's ER visits are cheap.
$25 to go get your teeth cleaned at a dental office here. I mean, it's insane. It's insane. Tommy pays, like you said, and they do a great job. They iron, everything's all clean. They put it like vacuum sealed.
They fold it all, put it into bags and vacuum seal it, and then they deliver it that way.
Yeah.
It's vacuum sealed.
$7 to get his laundry done.
Straight from the chicken. That's the way to do it, Chicago Jane.
Yeah. But it's sad to me because I keep saying every time I'm here and I eat here and I'm sitting by the beach and just it's insane how cheap everything is. And I always say to him that this is going to not be this way one day. This place is going to be run by freaking Americans and it's going to be super expensive. I just think that will happen eventually.
Tamber June, you were worth it.
Midwest girl, I'm with you. I don't want to put my dogs in a crate at the bottom of a plane.
I can completely understand that. I absolutely can, but they would be so happy when they got here. Like you should see the dogs on the beach. They have such a good time. The morning hours here, you see a lot of expats at like 6 a.m., 7 a.m. that walk the beach. They all bring their dogs. The dogs just go nuts.
Once the dog is here, it would love it, but I'm with you. I don't want to ship Bo on the bottom of a plane. Bo has raging separation anxiety. If I go get the freaking mail, he's freaking out. So I really kind of hate the idea of putting Bo. But I mean, they drug him, right? Hey, Gary Mackey, they drug him.
Gary Mackey, that's incredible, isn't it? I'm going to be talking about that tomorrow on my channel. But I hope Carlos owns that place. But I'll go off on that tomorrow. Far be it from me to go on a rant. I said that yesterday, and Reese laughed for four hours because I am known to go off on rants.
Could I buy them a ticket? I'm sure they wouldn't allow it. Yeah, big dogs.
Midwest girl, if you were ever serious about moving here, there are other options other than putting them in the bottom of a plane. There are people that get paid just to transport animals from one country to another.
Meredith fell in love with Bo when she came up for my birthday.
Bo's a great dog.
She would take him.
Bo is a great dog. He's so good with other animals.
She loved Bo. They all loved Bo. Everybody fell in love with Bo. When that girls' trip happened, like a week and a half ago, guys, all my friends came up they surprised me for my birthday. But it was amazing. They fell in love with Bo.
Punisher, expat. I wish there was a different expression for it because it makes it sound like you hate the country you're from, but it's short for expatriate. So when you move from the country of your birth to another country, you are expatriating by definition. So they use the abbreviation expat. It's somebody that no longer lives in the country they were born in. So you could be from China and live in Ecuador and you're an expat, or you could be from Canada or the United States. Anywhere where you're living full time and you weren't born there, you're an expat by definition.
Yeah. Love you too, Just Joan. Buffy, what about Punky?
First of all, you could put Punky in your bag. No one would even know you had her.
No, she's asking about the girls' trip. Everybody fell in love with Punky, but everybody knows what Punky looks like. Bo is a literally different animal when you see him in person. He is.
Look at that. Alaska Airlines. I love it.
Really, Tamber June? Oh my God. If that's true, I would absolutely look into that. I would pay big money. I'd probably pay at least $1,000 extra to have Bo do that. It would be worth it for me. Bo is a scholar. He's an absolute scholar.
All you'd have to do is put him, I'm telling you, we have a plan. His legs are longer than mine. If you put him in a pair of jeans and a sweatshirt, put a coat on him, gave him a hat and a pipe, and just put a newspaper in front of him, everyone buy him a first-class ticket. No one would know he wasn't a human. He's got that long snout. He's very human-like in a lot of ways.
Bo is very human-like.
If he stands up on his back feet, he's like 3 inches taller than me.
That's not a lie, too.
No, if he was sitting in first class, no one would know. A hoodie. See, a hoodie would work
Bo
too.
is probably 6'3" on his legs.
If you put the glasses down his nose like this and you just put a newspaper in front of him.
Really, Kat? I've been on a plane where the passengers booked the last row and had a giant dog. I would do it. I would pay to do it. I'd come up with the damn extra money to do it. Debbie Zito said he is such a gentle giant. He leaned. Yeah, Debbie loved that. So when we were in the place that we were staying at, he would come up and lean his body.
Yeah, he's a big leaner.
He'll lean onto your
He's
thighs.
a big leaner.
I don't think he thinks he's that big. You have to pay their first class ticket. It's not all airlines, but you can. My mom did constantly. Okay. I would pay extra for that. I can't be paying $10,000, but I would pay $1,000 extra.
Well, I brought Squirrel Nut Zipper in her own bag, and I could carry her on the plane with me. And Johnny brought Katy Perry, and she was in her own bag. But I would put her up on the seat because it's stressful as hell. It's a 24-hour, flight from where we were. That by the time we were done with layovers and everything else, it was over 30 hours. And Squirrel was having a bad time. There were a couple of times when between the medications, because you can't give it to him all at once, you have to keep sort of dosing him up. And I would unzip the top and play with her and just let her stick her head out, and I would scratch her. And at one point, one of the nasty stewardesses walked by and went, "You can't do that." And I kind of looked at her and went, "I'm going to."
Yeah, you can absolutely take a small dog. Midwest Girl, I don't know how big your dogs are. You can fly with a small dog.
No
You
problem.
can put them in a bag, and you can put the bag under the seat.
Yep.
Like Buffy just said. But I would buy a whole row for sure, Kat. I would charge the shit out of my credit card for that.
Sure.
If it made Bo more comfortable, yeah, I would do it. And so maybe we can look into that sometime, because I think Bo would love it here.
He would love it here.
He is black, and that makes him much hotter in the sun.
But he could also go in the ocean, and he's got webbed feet. He's a swimmer. He'd love it.
Yeah.
He'd have a good time running into the ocean.
Yeah.
And then we could take him over to the foot bath and hose him off. Every single building in Ecuador has a foot bath in front of it,
Yeah. You can go
All
rinse
of
your
them.
feet.
which is convenient.
Okay, Midwest Girl, then you'd be fine. See, I'm not worried about flying with Gert, because Gertie would never be under the plane. You can fly with a small dog.
Yeah,
You
you
just-
just get the whole back row.
Bo is like 85 pounds, and it's not even like, that's a big dog. It's not a huge dog, right? But
Long
Gary
snout.
Mackey. But Bo has ask the girls who met him last week that are in here. He has the longest legs I've ever seen. I think Bo could be like part wolfhound or something.
By the way, the people that groom dogs here pick them up and drop them back off. There's a bunch of they do that with your cat too. They will come and pick up your cat, bring it. Like Katy Perry eventually will need to be groomed because of how long
Really?
the fur is. Yeah, but they come and pick her up, take her, groom her, and then bring her home.
Do they shave
They'll
Maine
do.
Coons?
No, you never shave Maine Coons. There are people you see do it online, but you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to. But sometimes as they get older, you have to get that groomed out because they're really, really long hair.
Interesting, Kat. I will look into that. Sharks in the ocean. I would never let my dog in the ocean. My brother was fishing and caught a small shark.
Where we're at, we live in a place so the locals call it Half Moon Bay.
Yeah,
That's
Loman.
all the water that we go in and swim at. And we're fairly well protected from sharks and things like that. We don't see a lot of them here in this part of Ecuador. See a lot of whales.
I don't know how much grooming is here, Midwest Girl, but it's a lot cheaper here for sure.
It will be considerably cheaper.
I wondered that too, Patty, if he was maybe a standard poodle and a Great Dane, or Irish Wolfhound and standard poodle. I've had vets say that to me. I don't know, but his legs are insane. What was I just
We
gonna
do that,
say?
Margie Bar. We do that ourselves. She doesn't get very happy about it, but we do the sanitary butt cut for Katie.
I do that for Gertie.
Yeah, you have to with her because if not, she'll just get matted.
Oh, I know what I was going to say. Somebody told me that they don't get a lot of sharks here, guys, because the water's too warm.
It is very warm here.
Sharks like cold water, more cold than warm.
Yeah.
The whales are really cool too. Yeah, Amy and I, we've
They
seen
come
the
here to
whales.
breed, and this is now, they come here not to breed, but to give birth. They breed somewhere else, but they come here because of the safety to give birth. And this is that season. So there are a lot of female whales that are out jumping out of the water and breaching and stuff.
How do the flights work from Tennessee to Ecuador? No jellyfish.
No
Patty.
jellyfish, Patty.
It's a breeze. For some reason, guys, getting here, I get here in about 8 hours. It is back to back. I fly to Miami. It's a 2-hour flight to Miami. I hop off that flight and I run to my gate and I hop on for a 4-hour flight from Miami to Guayaquil, Ecuador. Simple, fast. Love you, Renee B.
Cat loves the moon. So does Reese.
Going home is a different story.
Good night, Renee B.
I fly the 4 hours to Miami, and there's usually a 4-hour layover and then 2 hours to get home. So it is not the same. And honestly, getting back into America kind of sucks. It's a long walk to customs in the Miami airport, and you have to get your bags. You have to go through security again, and it sucks. So you almost kind of need a longer layover because it takes a long time to get through customs and get back in, approved back in, whatever I'm trying to say. Interesting. Hey, Blue Sapphires. Yeah, Buffy, it would be difficult. I mean, honestly, she left, but I would like to talk to Debbie Love and Life. They are moving here, guys. She's got kids, like she's got family in America. I'm sure she'll be going back and forth like I would be. But how does it work to move to another country? You can't bring your furniture.
No, that's no option here. Here's the thing. It is an option if you want to put like if you've ever seen container ships, for about $8,000, you can get a container. And then you have to pay the shipping price. That's what it costs to put that thing on a boat. Then you have to pay for the boat to move it and all that. So it's probably 10 or 11,000 if you wanted to move all of your furniture and all your stuff. And even then, it has to go through a process of them looking through all of your stuff. It doesn't sound to me like I just gave everything up. I just bought some clothing.
I'd like to ask her that though. You're not, if you move to another country, you're not bringing your stuff. I mean, I've been here enough times. It would have been smart of me to be leaving stuff every time I come. I really don't. It's not a direct, well, not for Jamie Castro. It's a direct flight from Florida. Yeah, Florida to, I fly from Miami to Guayaquil. It's 4 hours, pretty quick.
Yes, they thrift, but not so much in this city.
You can't drive it here, no.
Anna Christie, the process, Reese can tell you more than I can because I've not gone back through the United States from Ecuador. Being a guy, they probably would give me a lot more crap because they're afraid that everybody's smuggling dope. But it is a lot different coming into Ecuador than it is going out to Ecuador. Like you go through customs here like that.
Oh my God. It's like they know me, but before they knew me, they literally look at me and they're like, you're good, go. They don't ask me questions. They look at my passport, stamp it and go, you're good.
Midwest Girl, the cars here are, so just as an example, the Jeep that is all souped up and gnarly that has 4 doors, I can't remember what they call it, but it's closing in on $100,000 for that car in the United States. $15,000 of that's going to be a gas guzzler tax. There's all these things that tax vehicles in the United States that don't happen here. So you can buy that same vehicle here for about 40 grand. But
hey,
there are also a whole bunch of cars you've never seen and names you've probably not heard of that are very inexpensive. A lot of Chinese made stuff. Citroën sells a lot of cars here. They're made in France. Peugeot sells a lot of cars here. It is considerably cheaper to buy a car here than it is in the United States. But where I live particularly, you know, we planned on getting a vehicle when we got here. And then we got here and said, what the hell would we do with a car? You know what I mean? Like I only go shopping 3 times, 4 times a month. I buy enough food for a week.
Yeah,
and
sassafras.
And it's $1.50 in a cab, $2 in a cab to go there. So I can take cabs all month long, and it's less expensive than my insurance payment was in the United States.
No, Jamie.
So I kind of like the idea of just never having a vehicle ever again.
I wouldn't have a car here.
If I get anything, I'd get a Vespa. I'd get a little scooter to go around. Electric scooters are the business. Here's the thing, Fancy Face. Electric scooters are really popular here because number one, they're fast, right? And number two, you don't need a driver's license, you don't need insurance, and you don't need a license plate to drive anything that has 2 wheels and is electric.
Jamie, you can't drive your furniture to Ecuador. You can't drive to Ecuador.
No, you can't. You have what's called the Darien Gap. There's this about 150 miles that you can get close. You can get within about 150 miles of crossing into South America proper, but there's this gap that has never been paved. Eventually they'll pave it and then you'll be able to.
Nancy, West Coast Fancy Nancy said, I came in late. Are you moving there? No, not anytime soon. I don't have a plan to move here for several years. I mean, Huxley is just about to start 11th grade, but eventually I would like to live here probably 75% of the time, but I will never live here full time, guys. I can't. America is important to me. I got to go back home. I'm used to everything there. I could never live here full time. I wouldn't be as happy living here 12 months a year, but like 9 months a year, I could do that. How do you acquire furniture?
You go to the mall, you go to a furniture
They have
store.
some cute furniture stores. Anita Card, there's a place called Pika. I think it's Pika. It's Pycca. You can look up the store and they have some cute stuff. I've been in there. So they sell furniture here and you can get somebody to make furniture. They custom do stuff. But yeah, Jamie, I didn't either. But they have cute stuff here. But Anita, it's not going to be like you and me. I know Anita Card. Like you wouldn't be happy here 12 months out of the year. You can't run to Target. There is no Amazoning something when you need something, right?
We have a South American Amazon, but it's different than yours.
It's still very different,
It's
right?
very different.
I ordered your monitor for your pulse and I got it in 9 hours. Like you just can't.
Jules. I used to have a scooter when I lived in Italy. I saw it crashed about once a week. Yeah, maybe scooters are not a good bet if you're crashing once a week.
I know, Timbre June. So yeah, I love America and I would always have Huxley in America. He's not going to move here. So I would not live here full time. I like flying back to America for sure. I love it here, but I'm also ready to go back to America a lot of times. He's not like that. And a lot of people who move here and expat here don't want to go back to America. That's kind of their point. They're done with America and they want to go back. I'm not retired and I have a child that's still young. I would definitely go back and forth. So it'll be several years before I actually figure that out. I have 5 pets, guys. It's not just Huxley.
In the 14 months that I have been living where I live in the city that I live in, there have been 3 shootings. And I don't care where you live in the United States.
Hey, Patty.
You're not going to live in a city that has 3 shootings. People talk about the safety or whatever. Where I live, if you look up any country, they're going to give you statistics based on the entire country. It's like saying that, America's not safe because of what Kensington Street looks like in Philadelphia, or America's not safe because of what Skid Row looks like in LA, or D Block or Caprini Green. I think that's gone now. But any of these parts of town that were just very, very dangerous. Where I live is not dangerous. We could walk around at 2:00 in the morning and no one's gonna.
No, it's not. I don't ever feel like I'm in danger.
You're not.
Tommy's never going to come back to America.
I will come back to the United States. I will have dual citizenship. It's almost impossible to get rid of your citizenship in the United States. They'll pay retirement, all that, no matter where you live. That's just all part of the gig. You're a U.S. citizen until you die if you were born in the U.S. So I will have dual citizenship. Will I ever go back? Unless I have to, I probably won't. Here's the thing. I screwed up my life. I'm not like other people. And because of that, I'm not treated like other people. And I've paid for the crimes that I did. And I would like to be able to move on from that. And the United States is never going to let me. And once I started to do what I do on YouTube, they're really never going to let me. So I'm considerably happier and I feel a lot safer in South America.
Yeah, I don't think Tommy will ever go back to the US.
I don't think so either.
No. I love the rumors out there that Tommy is coming back and he's going to beat a bunch of people up.
No,
swinging.
I think what I said was there is one thing that is coming up in my future that I may have to go back for. And if I have to, it's going to be a very short trip to the United States just to take care of some business. And I would love to stop in Florida, right? But I didn't say anything about beating the shit out of the dude. He wouldn't have the balls to come out of his house. I promise you I never said anything about beating his ass.
Well, you said if you were going to come back and I was going to go protest in Florida, you would come.
Absolutely. I don't want you anywhere near that freak.
Well, I'm not going to.
He has priors for throwing people into buildings. I saw it on film.
I'd love to see him try to do that to me.
Yeah, you said the smartest things.
No, Buffy. Tommy's never going to come back.
I really don't. And don't take this the wrong way because it's different for every person, but America's not for me anymore.
They don't have guns here. You can't have a gun here.
You can, but it is almost impossible. And one of the other things they do, which I think is really smart, let's say you wanted to buy a Glock. A Glock in the United States, you might pay $700 or $800 for. It's going to cost you about $5,000 to get the same gun down here. So if you're someone that really wants to have a gun and your criminal background is clean as hell and you're able to get one, because there are people who work for security companies that carry guns, you have the ability to get one. It is a mother-loving fortune, and the hoops, it will take you years for real to get through that process to where you could get a license to have one. Very few people do it. And there's not much need. Now,
hey, Shell.
every single home in Ecuador has a machete.
I was gonna say they all
Everybody.
carry machetes though. They have
Yeah,
machetes.
everybody has machetes because it's a jungle when it's not developed into a city. If we were to leave this alone and not do anything, it would be completely overgrown in about 4 years. It is a jungle.
Yeah, Kat. They say it's dangerous here, but I mean, I'm sure it is, guys. I'm sure Ecuador has definitely parts that are dangerous.
Oh,
I
yeah.
never feel danger staying in Salinas.
Well,
Even Guayaquil is the city I fly into, and it's apparently an extremely dangerous city. I don't ever feel. I mean, I just hop in a car, my driver picks me up, and I go here.
It's dangerous by numbers. So here's the thing: if we're in South America, this is the cocaine producing part of the planet, right? So Guayaquil is a deep water port, and there's a lot of people fighting for the ability to run those ports to try to export drugs, and they're killing each other. So if you look at the number of people that get killed in Guayaquil, the number's massive, but they're drug dealers killing drug dealers or drug smugglers.
It's gang on gang.
It's gang on gang. So you're not going to notice it much.
I also just I get that feeling when I feel like I'm in danger. I get, we all get that intuition. I don't ever feel that way here. Like I said, I think it's a big part of the culture. People mind their business. Nobody's snooping. Nobody's trying to get in your business here. Nobody's speculating on what you're doing. And everybody is friendly.
Yeah.
People just.
But New York City is the best example in the world. I could take you to places in New York City, right? I grew up in that part of the world. I could take you to places in New York City that would scare the shit out of you. I mean, I don't care who you are. I don't care where you did time. It would scare the shit out of you. Then we could get in a car and drive for 3 hours, and we could go out to the Hamptons, and you would feel like you're in the safest part of planet Earth. They're both New York, right? There's plenty of, and every state's like that. There are places in every state you don't want to be at 2:00 in the morning without a gun. But when you don't live in that country, you look stuff up and go, that's the murder capital of, it isn't affecting anyone in the way that it looks on paper.
And I really feel this way. When I got back from Ecuador, not the last time, maybe the time before, I can't remember now. I hopped in an Uber when I got back from Nashville to go home, and my Uber driver was from Uganda. Really cool dude. I chatted with him I had an hour to chat, and we were chatting, and I said, what's it like? And he was telling me, and I said, isn't it like really dangerous there? And he was like, yeah, the US will tell you that, but it's not. He was like, no, I'm going back shortly. But I really think this, and maybe I'm totally wrong, but I feel like the US kind of tries to scare people. They put a lot of fear into people about traveling outside of the country. Like, it's dangerous. You're going to get your wallet stolen. I'm sure it happens. I'm not saying it doesn't, but I am a grown woman that travels alone here a lot, back and forth. I don't ever feel like I'm in danger. I don't ever feel like anyone's coming to rob me or kidnap me.
Well, one of our friends here said, if you really want to go someplace safe and fun, try Colombia. And look, everything I've ever read about Colombia, 35% or 40% of all kidnappings take place in Colombia. There's a terrible sex trade thing that goes on there. And he was like, nonsense, right? And a friend of his was with him, was like, no, man, you would love Colombia. And I have a friend here that goes there all the time. I have no desire.
He said it this morning. Yeah. He was like, you would love Colombia. You should go there.
People don't hunt here. No, there's very little hunting that goes on here. A lot of fishing, no hunting.
Yeah. I don't know, guys. I think that we get bullshitted a lot into believing that my mom's one of them, right? Like, when I was getting ready to come here, a week ago, fear is all we do here. Kim is blue. I agree with that.
Fear and hate.
My mom sent me a text with some link attached, and she was just careful. There's something with Iran and their Americans.
Yeah. And
I was like, okay. And she was like, just be careful. They really are killing people. And I was like, okay. That's what I mean. It's that hyper factor. And it's not that that's not true. And you should be careful, but it's so what should I do? Never travel? Should I just trust that everything's dangerous? And not, I've been here several times, guys. Can you open an Airbnb? That would be cool. Guys, it would be fun to have, if you can, come check it out.
First of all, they want us to open one personally. Their Airbnb is huge down here. Huge. You can get Airbnbs. But before you ever do anything like that, look at the prices, because Airbnb is making a lot of money off of the people. If you just come down and spend a couple of nights in a hotel, you could go find somebody and rent from them instead of an Airbnb and save yourself a fortune.
Also, the hotels are super
The
cheap here,
hotels
guys.
are cheap. The
You
bed
can
and
get a
breakfasts are incredible.
Yeah, I mean the hotels here. This one comes with breakfast. This is a friend of ours owns this hotel. $50 a night on the beach. I mean,
Jules, you know what's funny is the person who first turned me on to Ecuador decided that they wanted to go and check it out. It was a woman. She was 29. She got on a plane, came to Ecuador, and spent 3 weeks in this country alone, taking buses from city to city. And she was the first person that said to me, I've never felt safer anywhere. She's like, there was never a moment. She goes, and there were plenty of moments where I felt like I didn't know what the hell I was doing, where I was at. She said, but there was always people that were friendly as hell and never really. But you're right. Women and men, if you're traveling alone, you need to be a lot.
here's the thing, guys. I have always felt way more unsafe going all around places in the U.S. than I have here. Like if I went into downtown Nashville or something, yeah, I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that. It's more places in America where I felt unsafe than I have ever felt here. And I'm not, he's not on a leash. I'm not like taking him everywhere I go. I mean, he's on a leash.
Make no mistake.
Oh, yes. But no, I go out and about. I leave here all the time and I'm like, I'll be back. And I go out and I see my friends who live here and I shop and I don't take him with me everywhere. Tommy doesn't love shopping anyway. So I leave him with his brother and I go out and about. I've gone out to eat by myself here. I've gone in when he was sick last time, I went out a couple of times and went out to eat.
2 hours, Abigail. It's about 2 hours by taxi cab to the closest port city that can take a cruise ship.
The Hotel Cologne, Colon, is one of the ones that you would want to probably check out, Patty.
Yeah. But there's a ton of them. I mean, there are so many, but the Hotel Cologne is probably the biggest here.
Yeah, Debbie. Isn't it nice to be able to touch Tommy? Yes. I've been doing that almost full time.
You know, one of my favorite things about this country, for real, and I'm not getting political. I don't care who you voted for, but you're never going to find somebody in this country that says, you didn't vote for Noboa, I don't ever want to talk to you again. You say to somebody, what do you think of the president? They go, meh. Like no one ever goes, no, that's my guy, or I hate him. Everyone just goes, 4 years, we'll get another one. Like, who cares? It's not a thing. And I'm always a little blown away at just how territorial we've become. It's like having a sports team.
Part of the whole minding your own fucking business thing here. People mind their own fucking business. No one's like, oh, your mom voted for this person. Oh, I don't want to know you. Like, you fucking grow up. I think that's such a weird mentality anyway. It's like, why are we even talking about this? That's like saying, you believe in God? Oh, forget it. Like,
well,
what?
We were having a political conversation with the baker yesterday. And we said, politics, he goes, yeah, in Ecuador, everybody thinks every politician sucks, right? No one thinks that a politician is going to come in and save anything. Politicians, by definition, suck. So they just don't get very involved in giving much of a shit. And here's the other thing. In the United States, you get people who bitch about who's in office, and you'll say, did you vote? No, don't believe in it. You know, half of the country votes or whatever. You are mandated to vote in this country. If you are an Ecuadorian citizen, it is by law, you have to vote. That way, if you're going to piss and moan about something, at least you went to the booth and they're serious about it. You have to vote. Hello, Debbie.
Yeah, I've never, politics has never been my thing. You guys know that. But I certainly don't hate someone or love someone more because of who they voted for. That's not what I'm looking at. And honestly, I don't want to know. It's not my business who you voted for.
Yeah, it's a bit of a drive, Abigail. It's about 2 hours by cab. It's not a long distance. It's just that we don't drive fast in Ecuador ever. Like 45 kilometers an hour is pretty much the speed limit. So once again, great reason that electric scooters are so popular.
Yeah.
Because it's no problem going, and what does that come to? About just under 30 miles an hour.
I agree, Jamie Castro. Guys, I want to show you a picture. Speaking of the difference here, you got to see this. I took several pictures this time of it because I was like, I got to show this. If this was happening in America, your fucking kids would be taken away from you.
You see a lot of people on motorbikes, scooters that have their whole family on it with them.
Look at this dad with his 3 daughters. That's how people travel here with their kids. If you have an infant, you're just holding the baby. There's no car seats. Look at this mom and dad with their 2 kids riding down the street. That's insane. In
And if you
America,
see the truck there, that's a cherry.
in America, you guys, that would be your kids would be taken away from you. You'd go to fucking jail for that in America. That's everywhere here.
Yeah, you see that a lot. Yeah, you see that a lot. The record I've seen is 6.
Absolutely crazy. Lumen, look at that. It's a dad with 3 kids riding down the street. Yeah, they'd be in jail in most places. Not here. People right around here holding babies.
Yeah, Jules, here no one would notice. They don't care. They really don't care. And if they notice, they'll just give you a hi, how you doing? Everybody is super friendly, but you're right, Puka Vista. I've said that a million times. I agree with you 100%. The 24-hour news feed was the worst thing that ever happened to the planet.
I just think that's so cool though here.
West Coast Fancy Nancy, the beach is my happy place too, even if I'm just walking next to it.
Cindy G finds that dangerous. Yeah, but here's the thing. The speed limit is not high. They're not flying down the road, but yeah.
It is absolutely dangerous. Make no mistake.
You have to adjust to looking at that. I mean,
but I've never seen an accident on the Malecon. I've never seen one. I've been here. People avoid, they go out of their way to not get anywhere near anybody that, it's just no one's in a hurry. So if you're on a bike with 5 people, there's not a guy on a horn, leaning on his horn trying to blow by you at 70.
No, there's not.
They're going about 15 miles an hour. Like most of the people that have their families on there, which again, is it safe? Hell no.
No.
But they don't really have time to bust balls about stuff
but
like
what
that.
I like though, and you're not going to like me saying this, but what I really like, that's part of the mind your fucking business thing.
Leave me alone.
Yeah. It's like no one's judging. No one cares. The cops don't intervene. Like it's not illegal here. And people are just fucking fine, not living under a billion rules. Right. And judgments. And I don't know. I know that sounds crazy to say, but it's like just there's something so freeing about seeing that.
Yeah.
It's just a family of 5 going by on a scooter and it's like they're safe, they're fine. Not everything has to be so scary. Like that's my mom. My mom watches the world news and she's like, "Did you hear this? Did you see that? Did you know we're all going to die?" And it's like, yeah, it just doesn't need to be that scary.
Yeah, Cindy G, that's true. Everybody's sort of looking out for everybody else.
And it's normal and they all make it work just fine. Yeah, we're not in a hurry here, Patty. Nobody's in a hurry here.
So I've been here 14 months. I've seen 1 car accident. And I saw a guy who crashed a motorcycle. But I've seen, and it was a guy that ran into a cab and the 2 of them got out and had a discussion on the side of the road and they got back in the cab and guy drove away. It's just, there's a very different mindset. Yes, I am still entitled to Social Security. They will pay you that. Believe it or not.
Meredith.
This is an entire show.
That's freedom right there, girl.
Yeah. This is an entire other show, but the Internal Revenue Service is who collects that money and who pays it back to you. And that's not a part of the United States. It's a private corporation. They're based in Puerto Rico. You get paid no matter what. They owe you that money. So
do they have siestas here? Yes, right?
Yeah. And people like to take naps here, usually in hammocks.
But businesses don't close.
No, businesses don't. But we saw all the guys today sleeping at lunch.
Also,
construction workers.
People are not up like America at 6 a.m. working.
No, you could lay in the street at 6 a.m.
The fucking bank isn't even open. So places, people are not hustling and bustling in the morning here like you would be seeing in America. People are rolling in at noon.
Yeah. Well, I have a short somewhere on the lifeboat. The military came out with the police to stop every car on the Malecon, every single one. And I was with my brother. We were having lunch. I was eating ceviche, and I said to him, "They're going to arrest 500 people because every single car that goes by has got things that are mad violations in the United States." Yesterday, Reese said to me, "Look, it's a police officer." I'm like, "No, people just put those lights on their cars." they put red and blue flashing lights in their grill all the time.
Yeah, that was crazy. I was like, "That's some crazy."
But they were pulling people over on bikes that had 5 people on them. And they just go over there. What they're doing is making sure that you're not a criminal, that you're not smuggling anything. They patted a few people down. There were no arrests made. There was about 30 minutes. We just watched the whole thing. I said, in the United States, every car they pulled over, someone was getting arrested. I promise you. That's just how it works, right?
They don't care as much here. It's like they have bigger fish to fry. Well, they're not trying to isolate people and relations. I don't know. It's just so different here. People are just so chill.
It is a very, very different vibe. People never believe this, but I'm going to tell you this, and it's staggering. State of Nevada, right, is known for gambling more than anything else. You got Vegas. There are machines in every single supermarket. So when you go to check out, there are gambling machines. Every 7-Eleven has gambling machines, and there are casinos and strip mall casinos. Gambling is the major industry in that country. I mean, in that state. But they make more money off of probation and fees and people that have gotten in trouble than they make off of taxing the revenue from casinos. So that whole come on vacation and leave on probation thing is the truth. They arrest people, you get into the system, and now you're paying, and it's going to happen for a long time. And that's an industry in the United States, right? There is literally an industry that revolves around arresting people. And this is a country where they're going to arrest you if you're a shithead and you've done something wrong. But they're not going to go bust your balls to see if the sticker on the back of your license plate is 6 days out so that they can put handcuffs on you for it. You know, America has if you try to open up a business in the United States, they come in with a tape measure to see how high the urinal is off the ground. And if it doesn't fall within a certain inch range, then they shut you down until you, it's like, right?
Yeah.
You have nothing better to do with your time?
Not the case here. Jules, I don't speak a lick of Spanish as I'm here.
You're doing a lot better.
Yeah, but you don't have to. I mean, some people speak English here, not very many. But, oh my God, what about the guy yesterday? We went shopping yesterday. And we liked a shirt, and this guy held it up, and I went, I love that shirt. And he goes, yes. He said, small, a medium, large, extra large. And I said, you speak English? And he went, no. It's hilarious. They don't want to speak English.
Jules, you will pick it up so fast you have no idea.
You don't have to.
You don't have to.
Your freaking phone comes with Google Translate, guys. I do it all the time. I talk into it and it translates to Spanish, and I hand people my phone.
Well, and you
It's
can
not
even
a big
do it.
deal.
So
Stanley.
When I go to my dentist, I go in there and I was standing in front of the dentist a half hour before they opened, like this. And the guy looked through the blinds and he opened the door and he's like, are you in pain? I said, yeah. He's like, come on in here. The chair 15 minutes before the place opened. And the guy came in and used the phone and started to talk into it. And it said, what kind of music do you like? Mm-hmm. And I was like, oldies, 60s, 70s stuff. He put it on. And then he said to me, I'm going to numb you up and we're going to give it about 5 minutes for that to take effect. He's like, you're not going to feel any pain. I want you to relax. You look like you haven't breathed since you got in here. And it came out of the phone in English. And it's just, it's gotten a lot easier.
What happened all during that? They got no paperwork on
Nothing. I didn't fill
Didn't
out
know
a piece
his
of paper.
name. Nothing. They just put him in the chair and fixed his problem.
Left the building without them ever finding out my name.
They just gave you a
price.
No.
You know what he said? He goes, I'm going to write you a prescription for an antibiotic. So he had to have my name. That was the only time that they asked for anything. There's no paperwork. When I went in and said, my pulse is 145, I'm having a really hard time breathing, they went, whoof, and I was in a back room. I didn't fill out paperwork till my second day in there. And it was five lines on a piece of paper.
That's insane.
Yeah. Johnny was there with me when that happened. Johnny was blown away. It's just very, very different. There are slot machines in the airport. Yes, there are, Buffy.
Yeah, Jamie, almost everybody, like my friend Mona doesn't speak any English, and she's a good friend of mine. We were texting during this stream. She'll say something in her Google Translate. She hands me her phone, and I'll go, oh, yeah.
Or she talks to me.
Yep, and then same thing. Tommy's getting better at Spanish, but guys, the language barrier is not a problem like you would think.
It really isn't. I understand everything people say. My ability to speak back to them because I'm not going to conjugate verbs correctly. And it's an old person thing. Young kids just talk wrong until people fix it. And there's no self-consciousness. I feel stupid saying something wrong. So I don't communicate as much as I should, but I understand everything.
It doesn't bother me. I'm much better. I'm picking up on a lot of words. I don't think I'll ever be able to roll off Spanish, but I absolutely can say certain words. Like I've learned certain words when I'm ordering food or I'm going somewhere. Either way, though, you've got Translate on your phone. It's so not the deal that people make it. It's kind of like
Starbucks here. We have sweetened coffee, which is like our country's version of Starbucks, except it's a hell of a lot cheaper.
It looks just like Starbucks. It's a chain here, and it is so good.
It really is good.
And their pastries are really good, but their drinks, I get a chai, and a lot of them speak English there.
Yeah, there's a lot of English speakers of sweetened coffee.
But it's the equivalent to Starbucks, and it's the most expensive place here to come get a coffee. Like if I get a coffee and a pastry, it's $6. Yeah. Do you remember I have to be able to do two things, look decent and speak properly? Yeah, I remember that, Jules. Yeah, so it's just, I'm going to be bummed when I go home. I miss Huxley. I miss my animals, but It is so relaxing here. I don't care about anything here. I don't worry about the hate here. I'm not thinking about slamming it up on me. It makes me laugh every time. I'm like, let's go get some enchiladas and pick out some sea glass for a few hours.
Stanley, I lived in Reno for a long time. I lived in the Collin Ranch area of Reno.
And it's just so slow here and just relaxed. Very different. Is here.
I am, and it is great. I think it was Tamara June that said it. To have my brother here, my brother and I, we don't get along like normal brothers do. We've always been incredibly close, and we really get along, and it's fantastic to have him here. It is. They use American money here, correct, Punisher? We spend dollars and cents, and they're all U.S. currency, which is great because it's very odd because there aren't too many places like this on Earth, but so you're spending dollars, but there's still an exchange rate, right? I mean, if you go and look at what you would pay for a house, you're getting about $14 for every dollar you would spend in the United States. That's pretty much the standard accepted exchange rate. So if you're buying a house and you've put 1,000 down in the United States, it's like putting 14,000 down here. So you can live very close to the water for a fraction of what it would cost you to live anywhere near the water in the US, and the water is going to be cleaner. And cool stuff like, I buy my fruit from a fruit vendor that pedals by the house. Like he comes by every day at the same time, and we just run down to buy fruit off of his cart. And that's there's something really cool about that. We know the guy, it's the freshest fruit in the world. It was growing an hour before you're eating it, which is really kind of a big deal.
Thank you, Jules. Yeah, I didn't intend to talk about Ecuador this entire stream, but I'm glad
it kind of happens.
And again, I just want to apologize for getting wasted on the lifeboat last
night.
Oh,
that was so much fun. If you haven't seen my wife wasted on the lifeboat, you should go over and see it. I'm not just gunning for a view. It is really fun to watch. I'm sorry. Yeah, it really is.
Is it though?
Do the locals hire expats there? I can't answer that. I don't have any idea. I don't know too many expats here that work. One of the things is this. One of the reasons that I had no problem coming here is because I'm not going to be taking a job from an Ecuadorian. I brought a vocation with me. I get paid from a U.S. company. So I'm bringing United States dollars into Ecuador. They love that. And any country loves that. I'm bringing money into the country as opposed to taking money from a local by taking a job.
It was last night, Joanne Hawley. I got drunk for the first time. And
girl, Patty.
I was on his show. I came on like 15 or 20 minutes in, and I was wasted. It was bad.
It's my favorite stream ever, Anita Card. When she said, "Do you think you should take that down?" I said, "Are you shitting me? That is the best stream ever."
I was so embarrassed. I'm not embarrassed. Like, it's okay that it happened, but
no,
I didn't think I was that drunk, and I was really drunk.
You can make your own job for sure. And I do know, I know a couple of expats that open restaurants, things like that. You can absolutely create your own job. They love that, especially if you're hiring people. But what they don't want you to do is come in here and just go to work and take a job from an Ecuadorian. It's a much smaller country. There's 18 million people in Ecuador compared to 330 million.
Well, this was fun.
See, Pukavisa says, "Chill, baby." It was fun.
Oh my God.
Well, West Coast Fancy Nancy, you need to not miss it.
Yeah, it was bad. I love one of our haters said that I was laughing drunk, making fun of true crime victims. What an absolute fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Ordinarily,
look at that. Florida court reporter. Ordinarily, I'd be uncomfortable seeing people drunk. It isn't normal for you. No, it isn't. And I think that's what makes it funny. I mean, if she had a drinking problem, there's nothing funny about that.
No, but it was bad. I was really wasted. Hey, Sierra Terry. That's okay, but it's good to see you. Yeah, I'm on vacation, Punisher, but it was insane. I can't believe how wasted I really was. I just didn't think I was that drunk. And then I was like, I'm fucked up. I was too. I was like, Tommy, I'm really fucked up. He was like, no, you really are. I just didn't know.
No, you were.
I think I just went balls to the damn wall because I was like, this is fun. This tastes delicious. And
she did say that about 9 times like this going, this is better than the last one. I was like, oh,
really fucked.
Boy.
It really messed me up bad. I know zero about Scientology, love true crime. I'm a regular Christian, not a drug addict, but you guys' chemistry cracks me up so funny more than cruise comedy, other stand-ups, land some resorts. You guys would crush great trips. That's awesome.
Florida, you know what? You're gonna be stuck with us here, though. I don't think we're gonna. I don't think we'll travel for it, but we'll be okay. Here and on our channels. Yeah.
Thank you. That's such a nice thing to say, and thank you for the super chat.
You know what? I get to play the straight man. My wife is so much funnier than I am. But it is funny just to be there.
You were saying you weren't feeling anything. I didn't think I was. And
yeah, that was it. Was the funniest clip, and I may end up posting it at some point. But the funniest clip was when she looked at me and went, "I'm wasted." I was like, "Finally, the truth." I'm like, "Yes, you are."
Tommy recorded me after the stream.
Florida Court reporter, I'm glad.
Conceited.
I'll keep your mom in my thoughts and prayers.
Or provoke one another or be jealous of one another. I like that New Testament. Thank you, Abigail.
It was a margarita.
Thank you for the super chat. Nancy.
It was a margarita for two, and it came in a bowl this big. It looked like a bathtub.
Tommy recorded me after, and I'm thinking about putting it up just as a video. But listen to the.
Just listen to the first 20 seconds of this because it goes on for literally like 2.5 minutes.
Listen to this.
Man, it'll be all right.
That goes on for 2 minutes and 49 seconds. Nobody in the bed and breakfast slept last night, but we did get a good laugh.
Yeah, it was a safe space. It was okay, but it was insane.
We weren't driving.
It was insane.
Yeah, I think the last night on the boat, I kept saying, and if you're just getting here, Brian Koberger is not going to be getting out of jail, and my wife is loaded, which I thought was pretty funny.
Reese, the wasted tapes.
Reese, the wasted tapes.
Tommy recorded me.
Reese, the wasted tape. Please tell me that's not on YouTube. You're just recording.
I'm just recording.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, I saw a red light on her phone last night. I'm like, if we're live on YouTube, we're done. Like, I'm never going to talk to you ever again.
Slightly out of control for a while. Downward spiral. All starts with that one drink.
Out of control.
It's only been one. But I can tell where it's going. I knew it that man.
Hey, Rhonda.
Home videos, Tamber June. And the funniest home videos, some of them, I promise you I will post.
Oxygen to the brain. There's a decent amount of laughter.
It literally. It was.
Do you think she can form a sentence?
Tamber June, I never buy it.
I
don't know how much sunscreen is here. I never use it. It was last night, Jamie Castro. West Coast Fancy Nancy, that new documentary is the reason for everything he's doing. The guy thinks he's now a star in his own mind.
That was crazy. That was really wild. If you want to see it in a real person, go watch the Lifeboat stream last night. Yeah, I just didn't know I was that wasted until after his stream. And then I just said it. I was like, I'm truly wasted. I can't control anything.
Look, Avisa says you can get a light buzz. Just don't get just get the regular size margarita, not the swimming pool.
Yeah.
No, it was like the kiddie pool, though, that you got your kid. It was about that.
It was so bad. Again, I remember being on your stream going, I'm fine.
I also take like 3 diuretics now because it's part of the whole heart thing. So I came back from the bathroom, and this doesn't sound like a big deal, but there was this much out of that drink. And I'm telling you, it was the size of a bathtub. I looked at it and just thought, oh, shit. And I said to her, that's going to count. And she was like, no, I'm good.
And I still didn't think it was that bad. And then you ended your stream, and I was like, I am fucked.
Jules, she was nothing if not happy, I assure you. She definitely...
I remember saying it, though. I was like, I have no function. I can't control anything.
Yeah.
I was like, if I went into the ocean, I would drown. I couldn't drive a car. I can't open my eyeballs. I was like, I have no bodily functions.
Because I said to her, you want to go walk on the beach? She's like, I couldn't get down the stairs.
There's no way. I couldn't find the light switch.
That was funny as hell.
It was crazy.
And Tamara June says, we all remember that night, right? We've all had that first one where you're like, uh-oh.
Never been drunk. First time.
Yeah.
Sorry I did that.
Yeah, I remember having that conversation with my dad.
When I get back to America, I'm going to find my local AA chapter and check into a rehab.
That's the spirit. Old 28-day spin dry.
I just want to be sure.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that we're good. We're all on the same page.
I think you're going to be okay.
Yeah. I'm going to start a GoFundMe. How do y'all live stream here instead of live streaming on his channel?
Because my channel, in theory, what I talk about is true crime almost exclusively. I talk about sobriety as well. But when I come on with my wife, or if I go on her channel, we have audiences that showed up basically to watch one thing or another. So at the time when we first met and we were best friends, we started this channel because everybody it's fun. We're funny together, right? Reese is hysterical. So people wanted us to stream together, and we spun out a channel so it wouldn't piss off her audience or mine.
Yeah.
These days, I think that's kind of blended together anyway. But
Equally,
we can let our hair down here. You know?
Right. And I think people have left now who, if they don't like you, they hate me. So I feel like we're kind of in it together.
I agree with you.
That sounds a lot like freedom.
It does.
That laughter was definitely freedom right there.
And I enjoyed the hell out of it. I really did.
Craziest shit I've ever. I'm so glad that you were with me.
So am I.
You're a good drunk coach.
Oh, and if you drank like that with someone else, I would kill you dead.
I wouldn't want to. It'd be unsafe.
You're right. No, there were no ghosts for Reese. Wine a little bit more. She is not doing a gummy again ever. Those days, we tried that one.
Yeah, it really knocked me on my ass. So I'll tell you, I couldn't get up. Couldn't stop laughing. It was so funny.
See, Abigail says the vodka gets her, but not the tequila. That for me is like, I don't overdrink anymore ever. Like you saw me last night, but all of my really bad screw ups on alcohol were usually tequila, but not mixing it. If I start that stuff, I usually call the bail bondsman before I go out.
I might upload that video.
I think you should. I think
it'll fuck my channel. Like if I put that
we
video
can put it on the boat. I don't care.
No. It'll fuck me either way. It doesn't matter what channel I put it on because the haters will absolutely come for me. People will unsubscribe. They'll be like, Huxley's unsafe. She's a drunk. But I kind of want to. It's a 4-minute. But Tommy, you did a few. You recorded a few times last night.
When are you going to get another shot?
But I might upload that video just because, there's nothing bad. I'm just wasted and I'm laughing and I'm talking and I kind of want to upload it for people to see. It's hilarious.
Patty, on the booze, she was able to come over to the chair and sit down. I'm not joking you. On a gummy, Reese crawled around for 4 hours. Like she couldn't get up to both feet.
I crawled. Thank you, Chicago Jane. Yeah, I don't care. If I upload it, of course, I could go rescue puppies and the haters would still come after me. I don't care what the haters do. But it is crazy. Like I almost want to upload one of those videos just so that people can go, what the absolute shit.
Florida court reporter. You're absolutely right. What was the first miracle?
Tammy, definitely.
He didn't turn wine to water. He turned water to wine.
Tammy, I hope you're going to be okay. I know you're traveling. So yes, prayers for you, of course.
Cindy
Tammy.
G, sadly, I didn't take advantage of a drunk lady. I had to wait for the morning.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think you understand how drunk she was. It wasn't.
Oh, no.
It wasn't going to work out for that. But this morning, after she drank a lot of water,
I could barely eat. He was trying to get me to eat. There's no way I could have had sex. There's no way.
No.
I couldn't open my eyes.
But we're going to make up for lost time. Trust me. We got this. Well, glass houses, stones are used to it.
This died.
The last time you were here, you told me the same thing. We just need to get a battery in it. That's one of the only battery watches I gave you.
Can you do that, or do I need to
I can do that.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, people in glass houses shouldn't take showers.
Thank you, Buffy. I don't know that I've heard me laugh quite.
No,
like
she
that.
didn't laugh like that on weed, on the gummy. It was definitely a first.
It was insane. I might upload it. I almost want to upload it just so I can see what the haters are going to do about it.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. My the people that are hating on me, he gets 25,000 views. He can't get 200 people to show up for a live feed. I would imagine he'll keep beating on me, but it doesn't bother me in the slightest, man. And I'm not just saying that. I literally don't give a shit, people. I don't. You know, I'm used to people that want to hit you like this. You know,
Yeah, but it just makes Aaron look really bad.
It's like an annoying, like you get one of those flies that won't get away from
right.
him.
But what do you have to do with Aaron? Nothing. So it makes him look really fucking bad and desperate that he needs views. And he is a desperate, weak piece of shit. So it doesn't surprise me.
Take down my Danny Masterson content.
Yeah, why are you still raking in money on Tommy then? If you're so ashamed that you brought him into the community, why are you still have streams up?
Moving towards love is never going to be anything you regret later in life. No one ever said I spent too much time moving toward love. I spent too much time reading the Bible. I spent too much time with my kids.
Aaron doesn't have a beef with Tommy, Blue Sapphires. Aaron makes money off of Tommy. He puts up a video on me or Tommy and he gets a lot of views. Go look at his channel. He doesn't get views anymore. He has to be a hater. And
then those people go to see what content we did together when he brought me in. And those things have hundreds and hundreds of thousands of views.
I mean, I hear the latest scam. They're making mugs for $65 a pop. Auto ship, auto grift. Yeah, he's tanking, guys. He's a pathetic fucking turd. So
sadly,
make no mistake, Aaron Smith-Levin is not succeeding, but he has to go after Tommy now to try to make a difference in his channel, and it ain't working. That's not working either.
You're right. Love always does trump everything else. It does. Kindness is no one ever thinks this. Yeah, that guy was just too kind, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, his lives have been minimal. He's not doing well.
Yeah, I agree, Jules.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, don't worry. Aaron's not winning. Okay.
I'm old.
Bye. That was nice, Patty. Will you guys please hit subscribe while you're in here? And thank you for the super chats tonight. Thank you to the mods who came in here. Brock, thank you. I saw Shelly Kelly in here. Thank you guys for that. And so I won't be back on my channel until I get home, which will be in the next few days. I don't know which day I'm going to stream, depending on if my flight is late. But I will be back on my stream. I'm looking forward to that. When we get back, my channel tomorrow is my 3-year anniversary of my channel. So we will celebrate that when I get back. And thanks for listening tonight. This was a fun chat. It was relaxed. I didn't know what we were going to talk about. But I also am just getting my fucking feet back from being wasted like that. I really was like out of it today too. I was kind of dizzy and like just off balance all day. It was crazy. Thank you, Margie Barr. But I mean it, guys. Brock, thank you for putting up. Here's my channel. I think pretty much everyone comes to my channel, but go subscribe if you're willing to. And I will be back in the next few days. Oh, Susan P., I'm glad you're in here. Love you, babe. Thank you, Patty. I've had a great time. I always get sad to leave him, but I'll be back. I got stuff to do. I got to go home to my boy and my 5 pets. I got a bunch of freeloaders, guys. I got to get back there. Got mouths to feed. Plus, I have to check into a rehab for being an alcoholic. Search your email for Doug Kramer when you get back home. Okay, interesting. Thank you, guys. I mean it. I love you, mods. Thank you for being here. I will hydrate. Anita, I've been drinking a lot of water and electrolytes. Good for you, Abigail. And I mean it. Thank you, guys. I love you. And this was fun. I love being here with him. Nothing better. Love you, Joanne Hawley. I'm glad you enjoyed your vacation, babe. And we'll see each other both when we get home. All right, everyone. I'm going to hit end. Love you, Cindy G. Love you, Buffy. And I will see you guys in the next couple of days. You'll see Tommy tomorrow. I think this is the lifeboat outro, but here it goes. Night, guys. Love you all.